What's that going? I just wanted to see if anybody was up so I can kick it with y'all. I left a I left a video on my street science channel, but after I listened to it again, I saw that the doggone thing you could barely hear it. So I just wanted to repeat what I was saying about planetary events and the number of mass shootings that just occurred a couple of days ago. Um, hey, Shadow. Um, a couple of days ago, what made me want to talk about this was the three consecutive mass shootings that happened. One at Boosie's concerts, one at Mozzie's performance, wherever he was, and there was a party in Baltimore. All of these three things happened simultaneously, back to back, following the submarine incident that occurred and the Canada thing with the smoke inhalation and everything like that. Now, I don't know if y'all heard me before when I talked about this, but these people don't do anything unless they're in alignment somehow with astrology and planetary events. Now, this month of July, there's going to be several planetary events. So, what I wanted to say was be extremely mindful and careful of where you go and what you're doing during this month. It's going to be a hot month. It's going to be a hot month because what I'm saying is this. Let me just say what I'm going to say. A lot of times with these shootings, who are these people that's kicking it off? I mentioned the other day when I was on Swipe's platform, those killings in Chicago, being that they like to take the blame when somebody gets killed, we don't really know who is doing some of these killings, okay? It could be anybody. It could be somebody just came, shot somebody, and being that other different gangs will say, like to claim it and make fun of them on Instagram, they could just come shoot somebody and have people thinking that a gang did it. So who are these people at these events that be setting off these shootings? This happened with Tupac Shakur in Marine City, California. He was performing one time and there was a shootout, and a little boy, 6 years old, got shot in his head. But the rumor was that Tupac's people didn't even set that off, that the person that actually shot the 6 year old little boy was an agent, was a CIA agent. So this has been going on for a long time among us that we're not really privy to. Who walked into Boosie's party and started shooting? We don't know. They didn't give us a backstory on why they were shooting at Boosie's concert. They didn't give us a backstory on why they were shooting at Mozzie's performance. Who was at? I mean, these people are planted in our neighborhoods. Me and the people that I grew up, at times we sit down and we have some serious conversations. And when we have these conversations, we tend to go over this. Like there was a lot of people that we thought was in the streets just independently, but they were actually agents, starting setting shit off. And that has not stopped, especially in these days and times where everybody has a gun. So just be mindful in this month of July, being around big crowds, because there's a planetary event. Last night was a supermoon, and there's several supermoons this month. There was when Jada Youngin got killed, I predicted that because there was a blood moon or something coming up, and boom, I said there might be some sad news coming because there's a new blood moon coming this weekend, and boom, that Saturday or Sunday, Jada Youngin was killed. Nobody even talks about Jada Youngin anymore. So I'm just trying to give y'all a little bit of education about how these people move. You know what I'm saying? It's not only just numbers, it also has to be in alignment with planetary events. Because Boosie just came home. Who would be stupid enough to get into a shootout when he just had all of those problems and almost was in jail for the rest of his life? Mozzie just came home 2 months ago. What's up, Tony? Good morning. Mozzie just came home 2 months ago. Who would be stupid enough to initiate a shooting? And this man is probably trying to tread lightly because he don't want to go back to jail. Now I'm looking at the Rich Homie Quan situation because I wasn't paying attention to it before, but I just happened to be browsing YouTube tonight, and I was like, okay, let me look at this Rich Homie Quan situation. Now, just because you're a rapper and you're around people that do stupid ass street shit, that doesn't mean that you are also that type of person. This is why I feel like hip hop is being infiltrated, and a lot of these artists that just want to be artists are forced into behaving this way now. They don't have no choice because some of them feel like they have to defend themselves. Some of them are paranoid. You know what I'm saying? And they're put in these positions and they wind up getting in a lot of trouble or getting killed. Every doggone rapper has to be under a certain person's, whoever's in charge of that area. They have gatekeepers. Sorry, y'all. I'm just waking up, so I'm really, my throat is scratchy as hell. These people have, there's gatekeepers planted all over the industry. And you always have to go under a major rapper's umbrella for you to gain any type of notoriety or be in a ballpark to be able to become a top rapper. Okay? Now Mozzie's under Yo Gotti. Um, Yo Gotti's in charge of that area. He's the gatekeeper. Dirk is a gatekeeper. Baby was a gatekeeper. Diddy was a gatekeeper. Jay-Z was a gatekeeper. You have to go under these people. Just go back and look and you'll see. If you're not under, and this also, if you sign with a rapper, these artists never get to pass whatever these rappers' milestone was in rap music. They never pass them. Either they lose their contract, they wind up dead, or they wind up in jail. So I'm just trying to just plant some seeds for y'all to take a look at this. They listen. The only one that refused to go under somebody's umbrella was um Dolph. Where's Dolph now? Dolph was making it big on his own. He had his own money. He was making just as much money or more than these established mainstream rappers. Where is he now? A whole doggone crew of people planned to kill him and had a whole setup to kill this man because they're the gatekeepers. Okay. I think that they had the word for them to go ahead and get rid of Young Dolph. And that's when the plan was set off because they have to do what their masters tell them to do. And then these rappers and their constituents, whatever you want to call it, their peoples, make sure that whatever is requested is done. So hip hop is not hip hop anymore. It's been infiltrated heavily. And if you don't go along with the agenda, you will not be able to become a top mainstream rapper. And that's it. You're not going to be, if they can't control you, if you can't help them get rid of the ones they feel will be a threat to their agendas. Hey, NC, hey there, Beezy. If you're not willing to somehow sabotage these up and coming rappers that they feel are threats, they will get rid of you somehow. Not only through death, not only with jail, sometimes they make you lose your contract and you fall into obscurity. Okay? This guy, what's his name? Finesse 2 times. He can't fucking go anywhere and have a performance without there being a shootout. Hey Lala, I'm talking about, well, I'm just freestyling. But right now, I'm talking about gatekeepers in the industry and how, if you go into the industry, you have to fall into certain rappers under certain rappers' umbrella. or you won't go nowhere. You won't get anywhere in rap music. You wind up being killed, you wind up in jail, or you'll just fall off. Um, Rich Homie Quan now, he's talking to the investigator about the murder of Nut, Peanut Davis. I forget his name. But Nut was Rich Homie Quan's manager. He's the one that got Rich Homie Quan into the industry. So he wasn't very happy about him dying. Everybody that goes into the rap industry is not a selfish, a non empathetic piece of shit. He was upset about Nut being killed. Should he have told? I don't think so. I don't think that was a very smart thing to do. But in listening to that conversation, I think he was just felt like he wanted to tell the truth to somebody, and he did. You know who I don't trust? That Meek Mill. I'm also very suspicious about Freaky Ty's death too. Oh yeah, I don't know what happened with Freaky Ty. That was really strange. Freaky Ty just getting killed. He went to a party, and all of a sudden he winds up getting shot in the head over somebody else's argument. Like this is just occurring too many times with um these type of incidents, and it's like it happens with every rap group or every look at Takeoff. Like it's like it happens with every rap group. So I also was talking about y'all the planetary events that these people move around. Anytime there's a full moon, a blood moon, a super moon, you can guarantee there's going to be chaos. We had 3 mass shootings last week, last weekend. 3 mass shootings back to back. We don't do mass shootings, y'all. We don't do mass shootings. So who is the ones that's in these events that's kicking off this type of shit where 30 people can get shot and then 2 people die? Or who's at a concert shooting at somebody? Like, what is this? So I just said, let me look at where the moon placements are. And then I said, okay. Following the submarine situation and also the incident that happened with all of the brush fires or the fires that happened through Canada and wind up over here in New York and even in Chicago. Now, NC was telling me that in Chicago, she could smell the smoke. We were smelling the smoke too, and some people could even taste it in certain areas. But how did it get all the way to Chicago? It baffled me that it even got to Canada. But then it got to Chicago several days later, and they could actually smell the smoke like we did. Now something ain't right. And it's always happening in certain cities. So I just felt like talking my shit, and usually I wake up at 4 in the morning, and that's when I really be wanting to talk. So I'm in thoughts, and my phone keeps warning me of bad air quality. You in Chicago? Let me tell you something, Lala. When these people start warning us and doing that type of shit every day, we can't go through our life without being warned about something, then you know that they manipulating it. They did the same shit with 9/11. I would wake up and be getting dressed to work. It's a red day. It's a green day. It's a red day. It's an orange day. It got to the point where I stopped watching the damn news. I said, these people are controlling my whole fucking life, my day, with these fucking news reports that they're doing. I haven't watched the news since 9/11, y'all. If I seen something that scrolled down on YouTube, I don't watch the news no more. Because I felt like they was manipulating my mind, and my day was going like I had fearful days. The way they was talking, they had New Yorkers really on their feet about terrorism. Come to find out later on, these same people that was talking about it and warning us was behind the shit. I don't watch the news that busy. It's a form of manipulation. And we've been getting hella flood storms down here, unusual. Me too, Lala. Did you have that ash on your car? Listen and see, you're saying you had ash on the goddamn car, and there wasn't even no ash over here in New York City. And what? We like 8 hours away from Canada, 6, 7 hours away from Canada, which means y'all, if we 16 hours away from Chicago, that means 16 plus 8, y'all 24 hours away, a whole day away. So how the hell is it y'all got ash on your goddamn cars, and we didn't have no ash over here? Also, let me say this, y'all. If you haven't subscribed to my Street Science channel, please subscribe to my Street Science channel. They will not monetize me on this channel, but this is the channel that everybody um, subscribes to. I have almost 3,000 subscribers here, but I can't get monetized on this page. Yeah, that was very weird, NC. When you told me you had ash on your car, I was like, what? I didn't have no reports from anybody in New York City that said they had ash on the car. We was smelling it. People said they was tasting it. Even in North Carolina and Virginia, people said they went outside and they could taste it. And Mississippi. But nobody said nothing about ash. Thank you, NC. So it's a lot of stuff going around that's going to happen in July because we have several planetary moon events. And this is what these people work around because they know we're connected to the universe. So in order to control us, they always do something around a planetary event. It's not only numbers. Something told me yesterday, look up how many events they have with the moon. A whole bunch of them this month. So it's going to be a crazy month. And like I was saying in my video, that's what made me go live too, because I dropped the video, but you could barely hear it. So I'm going to take it down. Just be careful this month going around huge crowds and shit. And when you're in public, just be careful because they're going to be pulling their shit. Boosie come home, he do one concert, it's a big shootout. Then, we was talking about that. Then they came up with the Baltimore party. They had a whole bunch of shootings. Then you turn around, Mozzie has a whole bunch of shootings as his party. Like, what the hell? We can't go nowhere and do nothing. But I tell you what, though, in New York City, it's a whole bunch of partying going on, outside activities, and nothing's happening. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know what the hell these people are up to. Let me see something. And there's things happening that in the world now that's happening that was never happening before in certain towns. Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, I think, is where they had one of them mass shootings. The moon will be located on the opposite side of the earth. Yeah, so tonight, July 3rd, last night, was a planetary event. Like I said, they either operate a week or two before or a couple of days before a planetary event. So just be careful, y'all. So what else y'all want to talk about? Let me see. Let me see this. I hope this isn't too much information, but the same day Kobe Bryant was killed, my cycle came a whole week earlier. That never, ever happened. I knew it was something with the moon. I'm telling you, that was a planetary event. There was a planetary event when Kobe got killed, but also they used that moon event to bring in the COVID thing because they needed us to be malleable. When I say malleable, they needed us to be vibrating on a certain level so that they can infiltrate us. So they'll tell us something like they'll have something happen like Kobe Bryant, who everybody loved, pass away, because that affects the vibration, that affects the frequency. Okay? That affects the vibration and the frequency. And there was a whole bunch of numbers around what happened with Kobe Bryant as well. I had did a whole I wrote something about what happened with Kobe Bryant, but I don't know where the hell I put it. But I had broke down the numbers, and all the numbers matched what I was saying. France riot for 17-year-old killed by police. Damn. Yeah, Kobe Bryant was definitely killed in order to usher in that COVID virus, y'all. And he was writing a book about pharma, and how they're fooling people. So Kobe Bryant, that situation right there was very, very. It not only affected Black people, but it affected everybody. So everybody feeling like that all at one time has an effect on the vibration. These people are using science. That's why I named my other channel Street Science, because I'm gonna be breaking it down to the core. These events that happen, it doesn't just happen because somebody wants to do something. These people operate, they know our sciences. The sciences was for us, as us being the custodians of this planet. That's why we taught the Indians how to rain dance, so that they could eat, so they could have their props and stuff, their crops grow when it wasn't raining and there was droughts. We taught them how to make it rain. That's where the term make it rain comes from. It's not coming from people throwing money at strippers' asses at a club. Saturday, 3 people got killed and I think 8 shot at a party in Kansas. Come on now, Kansas? Who even wants to go to a party anymore? If we knew how to operate and plan things around, if we knew our sciences and plan things the way these people do, we wouldn't be in this position. But that's why they got rid of all our doggone books, and kept us away from the ancestors and stuff like that, so that they can have us under control. Now they have all the power because they have all the science. We don't know shit. We asked out here. And when we do control things, okay, that happen in the universe, it's only by accident. We don't know what we're doing. I love crowds, but one day I got caught in a massive panic attack at the Brooklyn Carnival. Everyone was panicking, and ironically, people were wearing costumes. What are you talking about, Lala? The Labor Day parade? Hey, Broadway. I've been going to that Labor Day parade since I was 7, 8 years old. And I remember one time, this Jamaican dude, he had a gun in his hand, and my mother, I was dancing. I was in the middle. I had a whole crowd around me because I was dancing. And I just heard my mother through the crowd say, "Renee, run." I knew it was a Labor Day parade. Run, Renee, run. And I started running. But when I started running, everything was in slow motion, y'all, like the movies. Like everything was going like a digital, like it was slow. And the next thing I knew, my mother was in the store saying, calling my name. I don't even remember how I got to this goddamn store. Okay? This when it happened to me, Lala, we was on Franklin Avenue. Because that's where all my uncles and shit used to be at. They used to run Franklin Avenue. And that's where we was at. But somebody was shooting at one of my uncles. And it was right where we were standing. But I will never forget that. And I couldn't explain why I saw everything digital like that when everybody started running at the same time. It's because this is the Matrix for real, for real. Like that shit wasn't something that I'm making up. It was actually in slow motion and my ass disappeared. And my mother was looking for me. I was in the store and I don't fucking remember going in nobody's store, y'all. I had a couple of friends too that said when they was getting shot at that they saw the bullets, that everything was in slow motion. So when they made that movie, The Matrix, they was mimicking that. You see when Neo knocked the bullets down and the bullets was in slow motion? They was mimicking that trait that we have. That I don't know. I don't know how to fucking explain it, y'all. I'm telling you, it's more to life than what they be telling. That it's a whole part of life. There's a whole aspect of us that is not told to us. And the only reason why I know about it is because throughout my lifetime, shit has happened to me that I could not explain until I started learning about spirituality, about the planetary moons, about astrology. All that shit plays a big part in our lives. And if I want y'all to look at every event, anytime there's an event, there's some type of planetary. Anytime some shit happens, there's a fucking planetary moon. Some type of event happened in the universe, and they took advantage of that energy. And sometimes these planetary events have to do with us elevating some type of way, but they distract us from it, or they remove us from receiving that energy by having something happen, and all of our attention goes over there. We was at an after party. They started shooting in the club, but I had already sensed it and ran outside. They came out there shooting. We was running around cars and everything. We left at that same. I've been around plenty shootouts, and I know that it usually started when someone was fighting. So that's why when the Vaughn incident happened, I was like, how could they be so naive to think that they could just fight and nobody was going to get shot? Nobody. That always happens. That shit always happens. I always keep my eyes open for somebody with a gun around a fight. Parking space. We had just left. A dude got shot and was laid in the parking spot. Shit, one time, Tottenham, the same motherfuckers that shot Tupac at Quad Studios was shooting at us. They was trying to rob us. It was my birthday. It was a whole bunch of us. We had on our new coats, our sheepskins, and our leather goose coats. That was the thing at the time. And they started shooting at us, and we was running. This nigga Tot. What's up, Muggsy? Again, I'm going to say for those who just came in the room, just be careful with any large events in the month of July. Just be careful. Especially if they have to do with rap music. Don't fucking go. We rolled back through and she was in that same park and we had just left. Muggsy! Yeah, so if Rich Homie Quan says something, it's because he's not a gangster, okay? He's not a gangster. He's a person. He's an artist. And he didn't like what happened to Nut. He didn't like it. I'm not saying he's right or wrong. I'm just saying that's why he said something. YNW Melly's ass is fried. I don't care what nobody say. People tend to don't like the truth because they like the person. This dude, YNW Melly, killed his goddamn friends in that car. I don't even know why this case is going this long. If nobody else was in the goddamn car and they're proving that the bullets came from inside the car, what's the fucking problem here? Portland's ass and YNW Melly's ass should be arrested for murder. I mean, put in jail for murder. That's it. What the fuck is the what is all this other shit? That's reason. That's enough reasonable goddamn doubt right there. Nobody was in the car but them, and they've proven through forensics that the fucking car, the bullets didn't come from outside of the car; it came from inside of the car. What else do you fucking need? He is a demon, and check this out, y'all. Peep this. Peep this. I don't know if y'all peeped it. Anytime they say his name in court, they don't say Melvin Demons. They say Melvin Demons. Change the whole fucking name around. No, don't fucking piss in my face and tell me that it's rain, because you had the goddamn lawyer that was sitting next to him reading a book about demons. That shit was shown to us. She had a whole thing about evil demons in her fucking hand. And they made sure we saw it. That little nigga is possessed. He's fucking demonic. Talking about he has two personalities. I don't know if they got to him with that MK Ultra shit, because that's where they come from. That's what they usually do to these artists. That's why they always have another name besides the name that they have. Sasha Fierce and all that crazy shit, their alter egos. All of that shit has to do with MK Ultra. But the public don't know about no goddamn MK Ultra. And sometimes people think people are cloned, but they just be under that brainwashing system of MK Ultra. Like Britney Spears. Look at her. She's like a fucking robot now. I'm going to a huge boxing match in Vegas on July 29th. They say 711 has similar meaning to 911 in Gematria. Yeah, be careful, Lala. Just be careful around, because you it's unpredictable now. Like, we can't say, oh, if I go here, I'm going to be safe like we used to. We can't say that. We never know what the hell is going to happen. Melly is very demon possessed. Watch his old lives on here. You will see him as Melly and Melvin. I can't even watch him because I can't even really watch him because he's kind of spooky. That little nigga is spooky. And anybody, okay. Here's something else, y'all. If I was a lawyer, I would say this. If my two friends got killed and got shot up in a car, I'm not going to ride around with their fucking bodies in the goddamn car. I'm going to call 911. I'm going to call 911. He definitely is, Muggsy. I'm going to call 911. I'm not going to drive them and drop them off at the hospital and have them sitting bleeding all this time. Who does that? They making up all these excuses. And then they actually was trying to say, oh, when there's a ping with the phone, that doesn't mean it can't pinpoint exactly where the person was. Listen, I've been watching goddamn Forensic Files, Cold Case Files, ID Channel, all these things, and they talk about how they caught somebody because of the pings on the phone. And now you're going to freaking tell me that in this YNW Melly case, it's a different story? That's why I'm chilling on my birthday, too. Many things happen in July. Facts, NC. And this month in July, you got a whole month full of planetary events happening. So just be careful in July if you're hanging out, because this is around the time when they pull their shit. And what brought it to my attention was the 3 events that just happened back to back in crowds, all of a sudden shootings. We heard about Boosie. Next thing you know, we heard about Baltimore. Next thing you know, we heard about Mozzie. 3 different situations back to back to back. We have too much trust in these damn people, yo. We think that these things are just happening. It's not just happening. It's orchestrated. Jamie Foxx is on punishment because Jamie Foxx wasn't doing what they wanted him to do. I did a reading on it. Lala, you gotta go to my damn, Lala. Put your IG in here. I'm going to send you the video that I did on the reading on Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx wasn't going along with the rules. You cannot break the rules with them. They don't care how big you are. They're going to shut you down. And you see, Jamie Foxx is a huge he's one of the main people in the industry. And look how they just took him out. Don't nobody give 2 shits. They're saying he's paralyzed and blind in one eye. Some people are saying it's for publicity, but whatever it is, it's something that he's being made to do. He wasn't participating in the rituals. He was, okay, NC, he was at these events and he was recording it, but he wasn't participating the way they wanted him to participate. So if you don't do what they want you to do and fully give yourself to the Baphomet, then you're going to be chastised. You're going to be taken off your throne, or they're going to make sure something happens to you because you're a threat now. What gives them their power is secrecy. So when people begin to speak, that's when it becomes a problem. Yeah, Lala, because I can't send it to you on YouTube. So I'm gonna do a reading also on the dude that passed away. What's this dude name that he was performing on the stage? Fat Pokey. Um, Jamie Foxx. What happened with Jamie Foxx is they they put him in the hospital, the programming hospital, and he had to agree to go along with the protocol, or they was going to do what they was going to do. He had to agree, and he agreed, but he came out and didn't do what they wanted him to do. Big Pokey. I'm gonna do one on Big Pokey because I think Big Pokey was actually taken out. I did one, and when I did one, I just didn't record it. And when I did it, one of my cards came out with somebody giving somebody a cup. Okay, you know he was drinking lean, right? They say that the lean caught up to him and everything like that, but it's never that simple. Who your brother best friend, BZ? I don't remember exactly what I pulled from the cards with the Jamie Foxx reading I did, but I'm gonna send it to y'all. Um, and see, I'm gonna drop it in our chat right now. Let me drop it in there before I forget. But I'm gonna do one on Big Pokey, and what I saw, I'm gonna do one and put it on recording. But what I saw was that he was poisoned. You know, they could give you a cocktail. Any goddamn thing can happen to you when they give you these damn cocktails. I don't know if y'all remember Meet the Press. Hey, Sassy. There was a show called Meet the Press, right? There was this guy. He had a news show called Meet the Press. And he was blowing up President Bush at the time. Not the father, the son. And he asked him on air about Skull and Bones. Do you know the next day he died? Dropped dead on set, had a heart attack? Russell Poole, the one that was investigating the Biggie and Tupac murders. He went to LA. He went to LA to meet with them to disclose what he had found out about what happened to Biggie and Pac. Do you know he died right there at the meeting with the police? He had a heart attack. They don't talk about that type of shit. Him and Lil Kiki. My brother's name is Al D300 on IG and YouTube. Okay, BZ. Let me send NC this thing before I forget to send it to her because I know I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna do Big Pokey today. I just been being lazy. Sometimes when I do these readings, it take a lot out of me, but I'm gonna do that shit today, Big Pokey. Let me see. I did the YNW Melly thing. YNW Melly, what came out in my YNW Melly reading was, I think that mother, YNW Melly's mother, mind you, she was pregnant with him at 13. She had him at 14. She's not very bright. And she's also doesn't have too much class. I don't want to take away from her, but she was doing something with one of these little boys, okay? It came out in my reading, and it was something that they did not want to come out. Jamie Foxx. I did 3 readings on Jamie Foxx. Now, in my first reading with Jamie Foxx, something came out that reminded me of Oprah Winfrey. And I said Oprah Winfrey is one of the top people in there that makes certain decisions, okay? And God damn it, if this white lady didn't do a whole TikTok video about Oprah Winfrey in the Jamie Foxx situation. So that's how I be knowing I'm telling the truth, because ain't nobody else mentioned Oprah Winfrey when it came down to Jamie Foxx but me. Um, I'm gonna send you the first video I did, and you can go to my channel, Queen, and see the rest of them. Um, you don't hear nothing about Jamie Foxx. They're not even talking about it because he's in big trouble. First, his sister passed away. Then all of a sudden, that didn't stop him from talking. After his sister passed away, he kept on talking. He was dropping subliminal hints. All in his radio shows he was doing and shit like that. And that came up in my reading too. Fantasia been talking, Sassy? Yeah, see, I'm trying not to talk about it, but Dirk is definitely a gatekeeper. Dirk is a gatekeeper. G Herbo is on his way to, I don't think G Herbo is as bad as Dirk, but he's a gatekeeper. And the first gatekeeper they had for Chicago was Chief Keef. Because they loved the fact that these people was killing each other like that. They loved that type of shit. Um, okay, Nancy, I sent it to you in our little chat that we have. They love that type of shit. So when these rappers get up there and start mentioning people and they live in gated communities and they mentioning shit in their songs, and then next thing you know, somebody in Chicago gets killed. Oh, they was loving that shit. They was loving that. And you got to understand that Jay-Z is Dirk's mentor. Jay-Z is also Yo Gotti's mentor. Now you got Dirk in one of his songs saying, I'm the Chicago Jay-Z. Now, people might think that he's talking business and being, going from a rapper to a businessman. No, he's talking about getting high up in that club. That's what the fuck he's talking about. Yeah, they sent them to get Sosa, and I think they sent Kanye too, but Kanye hasn't been the same ever since they took his mother out. So he hasn't been the same. He was no good to them as far as snatching up them Chicago rappers. Yeah, these people. Look at 50. Soon as 50 started being around, Pop Smoke. What happened to Pop Smoke? Pop Smoke was like the new version of 50. Nipsey Hussle was like the new version of Snoop. Just better. He cared about the community. And if you notice, most of these rappers that get killed, it don't be the ones starting all the fucking trouble. It be the ones that's trying to give back or do something positive. There's a card reader here on YouTube. Someone asked her to read Mayweather's baby's mom who died. As she was reading, she got really freaked out and ended the video. Yeah. These people, I'm not saying that the actual people sanction their loved ones getting killed, but once they sign that deal with these people, then they have carte blanche. They go and pick out whoever they want to pick out. Okay? They don't let you pick who should go. This shit happened with Bill Cosby. This shit happened with like Queen Latifah, Michael Jordan, all of these people. This is not, how is it that they so rich and their family members be dropping like that? How is it that Kim Porter gets sick? She's rich because she has access to a lot of money. I'm sure she had good doctors. How is it that she just falls out because she has pneumonia and she dies? Come on. These people have excellent health care. And just so happened she was about to write a tell-all book about Diddy and his antics, and she was going to mention that he was sleeping with men. They said that Kim Porter was a beard. She was like a distraction from the fact that he was really messing around with Al B. Sure. She was just there to cover that shit up. I used to think the celebrities picks the person. No, the celebrities don't pick the person, la la. They pick the person. Um, the whole situation around Aaliyah to me was very, very spooky. I did a reading on her too. And it looks like her family sold her to the industry and R. Kelly became her handler. Okay. R. Kelly was participating in that shit, y'all. As much as people don't want it to be true. But when you get in that lifestyle and you start to live around these people, you develop their ways. I don't know. I think they might have put some shit on R. Kelly for him to be attracted to young people just so they could use it later on to destroy him. Bill Cosby was poisoning models and raping them. I was hearing that shit before it came out. I was hearing that on the streets. So when he got his ass tapped and had to go to jail, I said, that's the universe spanking him because he was following these people. Yeah, I was sleeping with, they were sleep messing around with each other. Do you know Puffy walked into a party one time and slapped Albie Shaw? Now, this is the person that I want to read about too. I'm gonna do a reading on. There was a Def Jam president named Shakur Stewart. He was messing around with Kim Porter. Kim Porter was telling him things. All of a sudden, he shoots himself in the head. Come on now. They don't even talk about Shakur Stewart. Big Pokey had lost a lot of weight. He started working out and clean eating. His death didn't make sense. Yeah, it didn't make sense because they killed him. He probably was touched, but listen, I was touched and I ain't doing shit to nobody. I was touched as a child. I ain't touched nobody kids. I ain't do nothing to nobody. So, you know, yeah, and see them people is, they pick certain people to be up there. You see that girl Scarlett? Oh boy, I'm watching Scarlett. I'm watching. I'm watching. Because they had her dressed all in black, like really weird for that damn Coachella event. And they all surrounding her like birds on honey, bees on honey. I'm watching it. He did just pretty much take his son like he was dead, so not too surprising. That was weird what happened to Bill Cosby's son. That was weird. It was a whole setup. Then the same daughter that was talking bad about him that was on drugs, she died too. He lost two kids. Kill his wife, then blows his own brains out on Skype in front of Floyd Mayweather. Wouldn't that happen? Like, oh, I remember that. Faintly, I remember that. But if you see Mayweather, he always have his grandson with him. He's scared. He's scared for his grandson because his grandson is young boy's son too. Oh yes, Harold Washington, honey. Harold Washington, they definitely killed Harold Washington. Steve Coakley spoke the whole story about that. Rest in peace to Steve Coakley. That was my man right there. I still go back and try to find Steve Coakley on YouTube and listen to it. Steve Coakley was the one that revealed that black people be in cahoots with these elite people to tear us up. It was him. It was Steve Coakley. He said they recruit them um, through college, through these fraternities and sororities. That's what the fraternities and sororities are for, so that they can recruit these educated young black children into their elite secret societies. That's what they are for. That's why they have to do rituals. But because I always wonder why they gotta be so submissive to get in these fucking programs. Why can't it go by their intellect? Since they're in college, why can't it go by their intellect? Why they have to be submissive to somebody? Because that's what it is. You have to give up your divinity. You have to let them know that you will give up your God given divinity to them and worship these people instead of God. And that's what that's about. Go watch these damn videos with these people from the sororities and fraternities. They've been talking about how they had to do demonic rituals to get in the sororities and fraternities. You got anybody in your family that went to college and came back and they was different on your ass? That's why. Do you all remember when Wade's first wife kept warning all of us that Dwayne and Gabrielle Union were going to destroy? Yep, yep. I remember that, Lala. She told the whole thing, and she said he was gay too. She said he was doing fruity shit before he became a big NBA star. They said Magic Johnson was. I got a picture of Magic Johnson. I don't know what I did with that picture. At some damn all men's event, and they was hugging him and kissing on him like he was carrying one of these gay dudes. Like, it's crazy out here. We don't know what these people be doing behind closed doors. Because once they get up in that type of class of people, these things become normal, y'all, to them. They don't live like we live. They live totally different than how we live. They say Rihanna did all type of shit. And didn't Rihanna lose her cousin? See, everybody lost some fucking body. She went down there to see her cousin to the Barbados. Next day, he got shot up. I don't like him or her. Weird. The little girl got more sense than them. Look at what Jada and Will Smith did to their children. You have to sacrifice something in some type of way. So for them not to get killed, they just fucked up their heads. They all fucked up in the head. Jada don't know whether he want to be a boy or a girl. And I remember seeing Jada one time. He was on one of these shows with one of these big nighttime show hosts. And he came up there and the man said to him hi and wanted to shake his hand. And Jaden doubled back like, don't touch me. Like, you can see the shit clear as day. Who was walking on the beach with their toes painted? Oh, shit. What up, Kenny? Listen, if you're doing music, do your music independently. Don't mix up with these people, y'all. They'll fuck your whole life up. Don't try to get up there and get no goddamn contract with these people. You're signing your soul over to some demonic motherfuckers. I think that's all Jada, though. You see how Will's demeanor and appearance has changed the longer he's with her? Listen, Will was fruity a long time ago. When he did that goddamn movie, 6 Degrees of Separation, if y'all didn't see that movie, go watch 6 Degrees of Separation with Will Smith. She wasn't even with him when he did that movie. And that nigga was slobbing down. Just listen. The way, yo, when he started dressing crazy, I remember posting his pictures when he started dressing feminine and shit. And I was like, look at this motherfucker on my damn Facebook page. You saw it and see? Very zesty, honey. Zesty to the thousandth power. That's the zestiest movie in existence. 6 Degrees of Separation, yo. That was his initiation. Because his first son wasn't around him. He didn't grow up with him. His first son grew up with his mother, but Jada Pinkett and Will Smith is in the industry, so they was down for that type of shit. Yo, that Beezy, get ready to throw up, honey. Because I almost threw up like 4 times watching that damn 6 Degrees of Separation. My mouth was open through the whole goddamn movie. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what Will was doing in that damn movie, yo. About 6 to 9 New York City police officers who ended up dead. The one thing they had in common, they saw files of a young girl who got sliced up by Hillary. Oh, yeah. I heard about that. That's what Donald Trump was trying to tell us. But hey, all they had to do was tell us Donald Trump was racist, and they got Donald Trump out of here. Donald Trump was going to disclose all of that shit. y'all making me. That movie was absolutely disgusting, yo. Don't eat before you watch it. You're going to puke all over the place. Yeah, I heard about Hillary, and I don't know if y'all ever saw that Donald Trump roast where they was roasting Hillary, and he was like, "Yeah, because we all know what you was doing over there. It takes a village. We all know what you was doing over there in Haiti, don't we, Hillary?" Yeah, he was blowing her ass up. That's why he in trouble now, and he wanted to end the Federal Reserve. He was gonna make it so we did not have to pay taxes in America no more. And he closed the borders. He told them, "Look, we're not gonna have all these foreigners over here trying to help them, and we got all these United people in the United States is losing their homes, and we losing the middle class." That's why the first thing Donald Trump did when he got in office was he shut down the goddamn borders. What was the first thing Biden did when he got in office? He opened the goddamn borders. People don't pay attention, yo. Black people had more money than they ever had in their life when Donald Trump was in office, and they still was believing that he's racist shit. And never heard nothing about him calling us niggas or saw him do nothing racist with us. But Biden have all types of history of being a racist, even on being recorded saying that we was that oh, it's too many uppity niggas in politics. And riding around in a goddamn KKK parade with the Grand Master. But black people still voted fucking Biden ass in there. They don't think. They just listen to CNN and Fox and MSNBC. And that woman journalist went to Haiti to investigate the alleged child trafficking over there. They wasn't child trafficking, Lala. They was snatching them Haitian black children off the streets, yo. This white lady had a video on YouTube where she said they had even went over there and set up hospitals so they could steal organs and stuff like that. She put the shit on YouTube, but all of that shit is gone now. At that time, YouTube was more free, and they was telling every goddamn thing. These UFO sightings, I don't know about that, Muggsy. I'm gonna have to do a reading on that one, cause I don't know if it's CERN, if they just doing the light beam project, whatever the fuck that shit is, and making us see things, or if it's true. I don't know. They doing all type of shit right now. Remember that time when they said that the Taliban had chopped off that reporter's head, and they showed the head, and he picked up the head and had it bleeding. Well, in my goddamn book for Freemasonry, they had the same goddamn picture. Somebody holding up a head with the head bleeding, showing the whole world. That was a fucking ritual. I'm gonna put some of these pictures up too. I'm gonna start putting some of these pictures up from my books that I have, and I'm gonna start showing y'all. Fuck it. Y'all gonna be in shock when I show y'all these goddamn pictures. All these dead Chicago gangsters. I bet if their bodies were exhumed, the organs would be missing. Well, here's the thing. It is revealing time. You know what, Muggsy? If we in Revelations, Revelations means revealed. So everything's being revealed. You know why? Because we got to pick a side. We got to pick a side. It happens just like that, Kenny. And see, all of these Chicago dudes that's getting killed, they all young. They have fresh organs, young, fresh organs, honey. And people say, oh, they killing people over there for organs. No, they're not killing them. They just happen to be killing each other, and they can go fly to Chicago. Oh, I need a kidney. Oh, we got kidneys over here. We got hearts over here. Anything you want, we got it. Because these people is gunning each other down. But I really think too that some of these police be gunning down these kids. And like I said, being that other people like to claim bodies, we never gonna fucking know. We never gonna know. They said that when this little boy got killed in Florida, Trayvon Martin, they said that Dick Cheney got his heart. Even our placenta after we have babies. Do you listen? I ain't even gonna go that far because y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready for the gruesome tactics. We are food for these people, literally. We fucking food, yo. But they can't get rid of all of us because then the planet might disintegrate. That's why they don't take all of us out. They have us doing, they know about karma too. That's why they just manipulate us to kill each other because they know they can't come over here and just shoot us up the way they want to because they know the karma that's going to be exacted upon them. They understand karma very well. So that's why they always have some stupid ass black person that's money hungry to get in between, and they're the ones that do whatever these crackers want them to do. So money is their power. You guys ever see that video with the Pope kissing the feet of black people? Yeah, I got it on my Instagram. I got it on my Instagram, honey. And they got the Pope in the back of the church praying to the black woman with her black man child, with her young child. Okay? You heard about the placenta, Beezy? Listen, listen. It's not a game out here. I have never in my life heard a man say Lockdown was his favorite movie. Let me tell y'all something. I told y'all before, I think I was telling y'all before about how this white police officer was warning all authorities in Chicago in the 80s about the influx of satanic cults that was doing rituals all over the city. They left those portals open. They never closed those portals. It was something called the Satanic Panic. Go look it up. They was doing this shit in all the cities. They knew what they was doing. No, we wasn't their slaves until they took all of our knowledge away from us about spirituality. That's when they was able to control us. When we had our spiritual knowledge, they wasn't able to control us. That's how Bookman won the damn war with America. He was from Haiti. He used motherfucking spiritual knowledge to win that war. That's why they hate Haiti. That's why they went over there and converted everybody to Catholicism, turned them all into Catholics. Because they scared of that shit. Because they know that the original powers come from that type of power comes from us. That's why they be snatching black kids too, because they be wanting to do rituals with the black and Spanish children. Go look at let me tell y'all something. On 9/11, when the Bush was over there reading to the kids while the planes was hitting the buildings, right? There was not one white child in that classroom. It was all Puerto Rican and black children, right? Spanish and black. They had the kids in there reading Plane Must Hit Still. Go look for that video. Go type in YouTube, Plane Must Hit Still. You're going to see him reading to these black children, and you're going to see the teacher having them recite that at the same time that the fucking planes hit the buildings. I ain't lying. Go look it up. And people be trying to tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes down to spirituality, that I'm bugging out and I'm crazy. No, I'm not fucking crazy. Because God showed me shit that I experienced on my own to know that shit was real. So that when it was time for me to learn about this shit, I would be well versed, honey. And I knew for a fact it was true. Too much fucking shit happened to me in my lifetime that was not considered normal. And that was because when it was time for me to learn, listen, when it really goes down out here, y'all better have some type of spiritual knowledge. Y'all better have it. Because y'all going to be asked out if you don't. We don't come from here. And some say our ancestors are the fucking aliens. I don't know if that's true. It's two things that I haven't embraced. The alien shit, because I don't understand it, and the cloning shit. I don't understand that cloning shit. I don't really know about that. I don't know about that cloning shit. But I do know that Atlantis, the first place that was destroyed, the first civilization that was destroyed was Atlantis. And guess what? They was doing the same shit they doing now. And that's why they got punished. Splicing genes, having animals mate with humans, and all that type of shit. That's why they was destroyed the first time. Then you had Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed because of homosexuality, them being against nature. Okay, because that's what they're trying to do. These people are at war with nature. Okay, if you're gay, you can't create, can you? They know we the chosen people. They know we represent God on this planet. Okay? That's where the real hate comes from. It's not because your color and your hair texture. It's because their souls, spiritually, they know that we represent God. And I don't know who they represent. It's a soul thing. But not every white person is evil. But some of them is programmed. You see all these Karens popping up and shit, them bitches is crazy. I think there's cloning, but I just haven't totally embraced that yet. Like, I don't understand it. But they said that's why Bernie got killed, because they took Bernie to the cloning center. And Bernie Mac went back to Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, and D.L. Hughley, and was telling them, we got to do something about this. Like, this shit is crazy. We got to do something. And they told on him to their superiors. That's what happened with Bernie Mac. So that's why I don't like Steve Harvey. And I don't fuck with them. I don't fuck with Steve Harvey and Cedric and motherfucking D.L. Hughley. They some sellout motherfuckers. They sold Bernie out. Okay, I will. Somebody tell me about Tom McDonald before. You better start, Kenny, because this world is not what we think it is. And if we really understood it, we would be controlling it. That's why they make sure that we don't understand it. Because they don't want us to have control. You see, when I start thinking, talking like this, nobody stays in here. Like, people leave. But the streets, it's not just the streets, y'all. That's why I can't just get up here and be talking about the streets like everybody else do, because I know that is way deeper than that. And that's why I made my street science channel. Because I wanted to connect the science with what's going on in the streets, because it's definitely science going on. It's science that people don't know. But right now we can't have control because we're not educated enough. I get up here sometimes with the intention of just talking, regular, but I just fucking can't. I just fucking can't. Deep underwater in Antarctica, the Nazi scientists were doing savage, disgusting, heinous things to missing people. Oh yeah, and they still are. They still are. Sassy, you at work already? This might be my time to talk, because when I start working, I ain't even gonna be able to do shit. And I gotta go back to work. Cause if I don't, I'm gonna be fucked. Unless I win the lotto. But that's why, y'all, I can't really blow up on YouTube the way I want to, because I can't just talk about shit from the surface. I have to go deeper, and people's not interested in that. They don't want to hear that people are being manipulated. They don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear that this was a bad motherfucker and he'll bust his gun. That's what they want to hear. If you look at the whole situation with Duck versus whoever, Duck was the angel. And people don't like to say that. People don't like to hear that. But he was. He had to defend himself. But he's the only one in the middle of the drill scene when it was hot, when it was heated up, that was talking about peace and made actual gestures towards peace. He's the only one. Nobody else did it. Nobody else. And they could try to say that's not true all they want to. He was the angel in that whole situation. They don't want to hear it, Kenny. They don't fucking want to hear it. They don't want to give Duck his, really show who Duck was either in that whole situation. But if you have any type of spirituality, you will know that Duck was the one that was trying to make peace. He was he was the angel in that whole situation. He had to play his position, what he had to play to protect himself amongst a bunch of demonic motherfuckers who were even calling themselves demons. Yeah, I heard Tupac was gay. I heard that he was gay. See, let me tell you something. Before Tupac got in the industry, they had somebody teaching him about Freemasonry and all that shit. What they actually say about him is that he played a character. That Tupac was a character. That he played that character in order to have people in a certain mindset. Because if you see, he went from being a revolutionary to around the time he died, he wasn't talking about nothing revolutionary. I did not like Tupac when he got killed. I'm going to tell the honest truth. I did not like him. I felt like he was jealous of Biggie because he felt like Biggie was big and fat and ugly. And how did Biggie get this position? How did Biggie become so popular? And I go to jail and I come home and now he's a don and he stole my style. Biggie's style and Tupac's style was not the same. It was totally different. That's a fact, Kenny. Their two styles was totally different. Their two styles were not the same. Okay. Biggie, when I wanted to go party, I listened to Biggie. When I was mad and I wanted to hear some political type shit, I listened to Pac. They was in two different categories. Biggie had people running to the clubs. Okay. People wasn't running to the clubs off Tupac music. Tupac music was some shit you listened to when you was feeling a certain type of way. You throw that shit on in your car. Pac had like one or two club hits, but Biggie, everybody was running to the clubs when Big was alive. At the leader's baby shower in Humboldt Park, Chicago. Word, Lala, I didn't know he rocked with the Kings. Because, I mean, anytime something political was going on and Duck was on the live, he would mention it. He'll talk about it. He'll talk about politics. He'll talk about how the Mexicans was killing black people, black women, pregnant women. He'll talk about that shit. You ain't see none of the rest of these fucking people was talking like Duck was. And people say I pick favoritism. I'm not actually picking favoritism. I'm just telling the truth. He was just more mature. Yeah, he did tell Ron what was going to happen, that busy. He did tell him. I think that Von and Duck would have had a chance to become decent with each other if other people wasn't involved and kept pushing that fucking beef and shit. Because Von kind of explained it in that last interview he did with Academics. He kind of explained that they was telling him he had to fucking diss in his songs. He said it without really saying it. Yeah, you. Yeah, I'll take the link, Queen. Yeah, Tupac had political lyrics and stuff. I liked Tupac for that. But at the end, when he got with Death Row, I wasn't fucking with Tupac like that. He knew that Biggie didn't have nothing to do with him getting shot at Quad Studios. He knew that. Yeah, some of his music was dark, sassy. But I'm talking about One More Chance and I'm talking about the party songs, yo. I was having a ball when Biggie was alive, honey. Because Biggie inspired a lot of people. Biggie, what was special about Biggie was he inspired everybody to be at their best. Like you had to be at the top of your game when Biggie was out, and and as a result of that, a lot of this fucking rap that came out around the time Biggie was alive, that shit was top notch. It couldn't get no better. Mm-hmm. Me too, Lala. I'm telling you, every time they said Biggie was gonna be at the tunnel, 500 ladies in free. I ain't even give a fuck about the 500 ladies in free. I just knew we had to get there early or we wasn't getting in. And me and my cousin was right there on that motherfucking line. We got there early as 9 o'clock. We got there before Flex and all the main DJs got there, just so we could get in. And I'm glad I used to go to that club because that shit is history now. That shit got a lot of history in it. My black ass was there. And all the rappers at the time would be right there on the floor with us. It wasn't no they were separate from us. We was all together. Everybody loved Tupac. I loved Tupac too before he got at Death Row. And when he got with Death Row, I didn't like him because I knew that he knew that wasn't the one that got him set up at Quad Studios, and he knew that shit too. Matter of fact, Them people that shot him at Squad Studios didn't mean to shoot him. He's the one that shot himself in the balls. And when the gun went off, they started shooting. They didn't want to shoot Tupac. They just was going to rob him. Them was stick-up kids. They was from my hood. So I knew what their MO was. They wasn't killers. So Tupac is the one that bust his gun first. That's why they started shooting at Tupac. Because he was trying to take the gun out his waist and he shot himself in the balls. A lot of people got killed behind the scenes, behind that Tupac shit too. Tupac was a fucking troublemaker. That's why Flex was crying like that when he talked about the fact that Biggie got killed because Tupac knew he was lying. I understood why Flex was saying that because I felt the same way. He shot the gun first, and guess who took the gun and hid the gun from the police when they came on the scene to investigate the shooting? Biggie. Biggie took Tupac's gun and put it in the piano. And after everything happened, he took the gun back up to the hospital to him where they was lying saying Biggie didn't come see him. Tupac's father is telling everybody that's a lie. Biggie called me and told me anything I needed, and he came to the hospital and gave Tupac his gun back. But they don't tell that story. Then they keep on saying, oh, yeah, when they shot up the trailer at Snoop Dogg's video shoot, Biggie was the one that's called them to come. No, he didn't. I was listening to the goddamn radio broadcast. I was mad because I love Snoop and them. Snoop was the shit at that time. And when Biggie said they was out here in New York filming a video, I was mad because he never mentioned where they was at. He never said where they was at. He said they out here in New York filming a video right now. Let me tell y'all how big New York City is. Huge. Okay? Ain't no fucking way him just saying that they would know exactly where they was at. No, I didn't know Jimmy Henchman, Tony. He's from Queens. No, he was from Brooklyn. He was from Brooklyn. He was from over there in them projects in Flatbush. But I didn't know Jimmy Henchman. He was a little older than me. But I knew Tut and them ass because they grew up in my neighborhood. Tut, Haitian, Jack, all of them grew up in my neighborhood. Over there in Cypress. Cypress, where one half of the projects will have a beef with the other half of the projects. Y'all think having a beef with people 1 block and 2 blocks away, these niggas had beef and they was living in the same apartment complex and they was killing each other. Yeah, you got they will bust their gun, but they wasn't murderers. They will rob you. They were stick up kids. And Ted is serving life now for that. Like the original 50 Cent. He was a stick up kid. That's why when 50 Cent named himself 50 Cent, the first song he came out with was How to Rob. It was a song about robbing people because he was taking up the energy of the original 50 Cent who would rob your ass blind. He was from Brooklyn. How did 50 Cent know about him? I don't know because 50 was from Queens. But that's who he named himself after. Stick up kid. Remember those kids robbed Zab Judah in his whole own hood in Brownsville? Listen, anybody will get robbed in Brownsville, honey. I got robbed in Brownsville back in the days. It was a bunch of motherfucking chicks that surrounded me. Some of them looked like they were 6 foot tall. I had on my Yves Saint Laurent glasses and my motherfucking brand new leather shoes I had on, and these hoes. No, I didn't have them on. I had them in a bag. I was taking them back to Pickett Avenue. I don't know if you remember Pickett Avenue back in the days, Lala. You could have on a fucking a chain that was thin as hell, and your ass would get robbed. Brownsville was nothing to play with back then. When Mike Tyson was that's where Mike Tyson is from. Nobody robbed Tyson. Not too long ago, some little kids made us pay for the parking lot, parking on the street in Brownsville. Let me tell you something. Brownsville ain't nothing to play with, okay? But it was way worse back in the days. It was 10 times worse back in the days. You had to know somebody to go to, even go through Brownsville. You had to know somebody out there. Yeah, Tupac was very antagonistic. But Tupac also told us about how Quincy Jones invited him to his office in the back room when he went to see his daughter and asked him to fuck him up his ass. He did say that shit. I can't find that recording nowhere. Now that busy because people was crazy. That shit took a life on of its own. Yep, it sure did. He really had Biggie very upset with what he was saying and doing. Like he flipped on Big. And I always say he was jealous. I think he was jealous of Biggie. But Brownsville, honey, I could do a whole goddamn motherfucking live on Brownsville. Shit. Brownsville has like we got Brownsville Projects, Tilden, Marcus Garvey, Seth Lowe. Um, it's a lot of projects over there within a mile radius, just like over here. But the thing with over on my side is in my projects you had to be working to live in my projects. So it was a different type of vibration. Like they used to call my projects where I grew up bougie. Like it was the bougie projects. They would come over there and try to rob us and shit until niggas started busting their guns and shit around my way where I lived. They was like, fuck this. You know what I'm saying? So you had Starving City, which is huge. Starving City is like their apartments is like a mile long. Like Starving City is huge. You had Fairfield, which was like condos. You had my projects, Linden. You had Boulevard, Brookline, Penn Workman, and then you had across the boulevard all them people. It was a lot of us. If y'all ever see my pictures where I put pictures up of us, you see it's a fucking lot of us, yo. It's like a whole fucking town of us in one section. Annie up, yeah, that's a Brownsville song too. It hit different when you listen to people that mean you no good. Facts, Kitty. Annie up was one of those songs that when it came on in the club, somebody was getting knocked out. Okay. It's a couple of rap songs in history that when that shit came on and we was in a club, somebody was getting thrown off of a balcony or some shit was gonna happen. My friend Powerful, that's a hood story, a hood legendary story when Powerful picked somebody up at Union Square and threw them off the balcony. This was during the time KRS-One was performing "The Bridge Is Over, The Bridge Is Over," blah. You say you're coming in to dance with the slippers and see ya down with the sound called BDP. If you want to join the crew, well, you must see me. You can't sound like Shannon or the one Molly because Shannon, Molly, Ma, and them are rhyming like they gay ya, picking up the mic, man, and don't know what to say ya. That song came on, somebody was getting knocked the fuck out. Yep, get that fool. And yep. Tear the club up too, down south stuff. Yeah, some that was later on down the line though when down south started making them type of songs, but I was talking about the early years. And that song, PSK is making this move. People on the scene, what the hell does that mean? Here's for the people who don't understand how one homeboy became a man. As for the way you scream and shout, one by one, I'm knocking them out. Here's for the way my DJ's cutting. Other MCs, man, you ain't saying nothing. You better watch out when that shit came on. Somebody's getting knocked the fuck out. Hell yeah, Philly. Philly. Yo, Philly and New York was like one back then. I knew certain songs. If I was going to dance, I had to like dance, and but I had to watch what was going on because somebody was going to start fighting. Somebody was going to be knocked the fuck out, laid out on the ground. But you know, they wasn't killing people. You get knocked out. That's the furthest it go. I listen to everybody. If the beat is knocking, I'm listening to it. Like that Shorty Lotion. That was my shit right there. Hello, hello. That fucking song, shit. That shit used to be knocking at the clubs and move, bitch, get out the way. That fucking song too. I like them two songs. They know, they know, they know that shit right there. And throw some D's on that shit. That's my song too. Throw some D's on that shit. It's a lot of like songs like that. I just bought a Cadillac. It's a lot of songs like that I like. Yeah, but they done fucked up hip hop, y'all. They done fucked hip hop up, y'all. It's not even fun no more. I remember I went to the club and they was playing "Move, Bitch," and I was screaming that shit because I was drunk. I was going "Move, Bitch," and the next time I turned around, it was a whole bunch of young boys behind me with t-shirts in the air. And every time I say "Move, Bitch," they say "Get out the way, get out the way, bitch, get out." You just go to the club, just have a good time. I don't dance. I just sit back and watch. Got to be on your P's and Q's. Yeah, nowadays you do. Nowadays you do. Well, I used to be a club head, and I used to go to them clubs and have a fucking ball. Jamaican clubs, American clubs, even Spanish clubs, because my family was Spanish. I would go to the salsa club every once in a while, and my black ass would be. I'm gonna do a video one day so y'all can see me dancing salsa. But I was a dancing motherfucker. And them beats would get to me after I had a few drinks, and I'll be in there showing off. Okay. Who first album, Sassy? You talking about ASAP Rocky? I like him and Rihanna's relationship. I like how they moving. When I get off the phone, when I get off here with y'all, I'm playing some music. I'm playing motherfucking Shorty Low. Rest in peace, Shorty Low. That was my song. That's what musicians should get back to. They lost the source. Yep, they sure did. Oh, it's T.I. song. Okay. My favorite T.I. song is um the one with him and Rihanna. I forgot how it go now. What's the song with him? What up, C Money? What's the one song with T.I. and Rihanna again? So live your life. Hey, I like that song. Yeah, I like Live Your Life. That's my favorite T.I. song, y'all. What's the fighting song, Kenny? Throw some D's on that shit. Just bought a Cadillac. That's hip hop to me. Like talking a bunch of shit about what you bought and how fly you are. You know what I'm saying? T.I.'s first album was I liked his first album and his second album. It must be gonna rain because who the hell is outside blasting music right now? Rubber Band Man. I probably heard Rubber Band Man, but I don't know what it is until I hear it. So live your life. And that's hip hop to me, y'all. It encourages people. It inspires people. It supports people in whatever they're doing and whatever they're doing in their lives and shit. All this, I'm gonna go get my gun and blast you and kill your cousins and your mama and your daughter. Fuck my cousin, I'll kill him too. Type shit. I can't rock with that at the club. What the fuck? What you know about that, girl? We can ride around together. I love that shit. Throw some D's on that bitch. I love that fucking song. LL Cool J's mama said, "Knock you out." That beat sounds so good, girl. When that song came out, LL had fell off at the time, but when he came out with that shit and your jingling baby and all that shit, he came right back when he came back. Yeah, he in it. He in it. And I think he was sexing boys too, cause in that song and Flavor in Your Ear, I just realized he said he shit, blotitious, steamy, delicious. Give me couscous, love me good. Ooh, damn, from Hollis to Hollywood. But is he good? What was you saying? What was you saying, LL? He was just caught trying to beat his parents he lived with. Who? The one that sang throw some D's on that shit? He shit? Blotitious, steamy, delicious, blotitious. I went back and listened to that. I was like, those lyrics are kind of motherfucking suspect now. Yeah, Jeezy was nice too. I liked Jeezy, some of his songs. Every artist's first three albums was the shit with a name. Mm-hmm. Yes, he did say that, sassy. You ain't catching them, but I catch it now. He she? What the fuck is he she? He she? Blotitious, steamy, delicious. Give me goose goose, love me good. Ooh, damn. From Hollis to Hollywood. But is he good? I like Jeezy too, but I don't know. I don't be knowing. I have to when I'm looking for songs, because there's so many songs in my head. I have to go and snatch the I have to look up the artist and then listen to their songs to see which one it was that I liked. Rich Boy, yeah. Rich Boy was trying to beat his parents. Damn, what the fuck was he doing that for? Kitty? Why you laughing, Kitty? Rest in peace of Shorty Low, yo. That's my fucking song. That song be in my head. That song, and throw some D's on it. That should be in my head too. And I used to like I Ain't Never Scared by Bone Crusher. Future Sonic Kodak Black called him on video. Some suspect stuff was said about LL and Quincy. That's how he got that show. That's how Will Smith got his show. And Benny Medina, zesty ass, managing ass, was involved in both deals. Nanobia, she went by BK Tidal Wave. I hate that she passed. Oh, I didn't know nothing about Nanobia Lala. Yep, LL hit that casting couch. Who got a drug problem, Tony? Just bought Cadillac. Who got a drug problem, Tone? Which boy? Damn, that's why he beat up on his parents. Fucking, what kind of drugs these kids be doing? I ain't never scared. That was my shit. Rich Boy was blowing up too at one time. He was blowing the fuck up, Rich Boy. I used to like Crucial Conflict. And I posted Crucial Conflict and King Louis. King Louis liked my Crucial Conflict post. I don't know how he got to see it, but it must have been on the rails on Instagram. But Crucial Conflict was the shit. We loved Crucial Conflict out here in New York. See, they was on Apollo. I posted them at Apollo. Damn, why would you be addicted to fentanyl though? It kills you. Why would you want to be addicted to that? You know, fentanyl took out a couple of my friends like a year and a half, 2 years ago. I think they was doing little things on the side and that nobody knew, and they had fentanyl on it, and they found them in the house dead. What happened to reefer, right? I still smoke my reefer occasionally. You know what song I absolutely love? Commas by Future. I don't really know too much of Future songs. At that time, I felt like it was a lot of mumble rap. I wasn't listening to hip hop no more. I had stopped listening to hip hop at some point because I didn't know what the fuck they was talking about. Like it was a lot of mumbling, jumble, mumble shit going on, and I was getting mad. I went to high school with Cole Hard. Yeah, I like them. I used to love me some Crucial Conflict, y'all. I like them. And they was around the time where they said, hey, in the middle of the barn. Like, you know, that was a time where, you know, they was creative with their lyrics and shit. They definitely wasn't drill rapping. Crucial Conflict was some rapping motherfuckers. Why are you laughing, Sassy? When Rick Ross dropped Big Meats, they blasted it on every corner in Brooklyn, at least all around Utica and Lenox. La La Man, it used to be so many different sets set up on Labor Day. I didn't know which motherfucking set to go to listen to music. Like I was just hopping around motherfucking Eastern Parkway on Labor Day. And they used to have Labor Day shut down from Friday to motherfucking Monday morning. Cause that we used to have the Parkway all fucking weekend, yo. or that Wicked, Wicked, Wicked by Future. I'm going to listen to them songs because I don't know them. I was really upset with rap music at that time, but everybody sounded like this. What the fuck are you saying? I wrote a rhyme too about that shit too because I was so mad. Let me see if I can find. Let me spit my rhyme I had spit to these people. Then my homeboy from the Fat Boys, he was like, Nene, I didn't know you could write like that. Mind you, he taught me how to rhyme. I didn't know you could write like that. You should ghost write for niggas. I ain't ghost writing for these sorry ass Negroes. Um, let me spit y'all my rhyme. Let me spit y'all my rhyme about these non-rapping ass niggas. If I could find it, I might have deleted it. Let me see here. Do I still have it? Just wrote Cadillac. Yeah, I was an MC, y'all. Y'all didn't know that I was an MC back in the days. Because I didn't tell y'all about that. But I was. I was an MC. Yeah, I think I have that somewhere. Wait. Where is it? No, that's not it. Here we go. Y'all ready for my rhyme? Yeah, the Fat Boys, those was my buddies, yo. Those was my real friends right there. I'm still cool with Cool Rocksky. He's the only one that's still alive now. Um, Let me see if I can flow with this for y'all. Hold on. Some of y'all heard this already. Some of you haven't. I said, pass the ratchet, scratch off the cereal. I'm about to leave slugs in these new artist material. The gods, they fume in the ethereal. It's time to bark on these new rap millennials. What type of game is these new niggas playing? You think you're a star, but what the fuck are y'all saying? The shit sounds like nursery rhymes. You repeat the same hook about 99 times. And don't tell me the art's progressing. It's dark and depressing. Who the fuck are they repping? Let's bring the repercussions. The level of respect for the gods is disgusting. This is a genre the lames are disrupting. When I hear that shit, I get vexed and start cussing. It's time for real elevation. Stop sucking the blood from the hip hop nation. It took years to build. The vultures came in and went straight for the kill. And now they're surrounding a dead body. This is the crap they make to rock a party. It's like Laurel and Hardy, replacing champagne with cheap ass Bacardi. Get me a drink and find me a sauna. I'm about to get high. I'll come down when I wanna. Hey, in the middle of a barn. That's my shit right there. I posted that the other day. I'm Kenny. I was talking about Cardi B when I said replacing champagne with cheap ass Bacardi. Let me see. I wrote something in music too. How I was so fucking mad how it's turning out. Let me see, because I write poetry too. Um, I don't know where I put that one. Here it is. This is a poem. Thank you. Thanks, y'all. Here's my poem. You used to be my sanctuary, my means of escape from pain and the world's ills, a diversion from the cruelty and ignorance of the world. Points of view that roused my curiosity and moved me mentally and physically. Now you are a follower. There's no more escaping your presence. You used to be a detour. Now you are used and abused, a cell that locks up innocent young souls and premature minds. Now, for satisfaction, I have to dig and look back. Now you're a trap, an ode to real music. Now I gotta go get a BBL and put a wig on and a nose job and shit. Um, oh shit, look at this one, y'all. Inspiring true thought from the dome. This life we are in, like Caligula, Rome. When in Rome, should we do as the Romans do? Hell no. We do that, no reason to be afraid of you. Original leaders should never follow. The heart falters and the mind becomes hollow. Actions based on mindsets below shallow. You're in the wrong lane, satisfying people that are clearly insane. Are your thoughts your own? Is it a written script, Twilight Zone? Lose the ego. It's natural progression. Grow. Let the creative genes within you glow. Descendants of the greatest, remember who you are. Time's up, no more hiatus. Remember, they stole your science. They literally played us. I'm a listen to Future, but he was mumbling. This nigga was mumbling, and he kept saying the same shit over and over. It's a Percocet high. All I heard him saying was Percocet, Percocet. Like that shit don't that ain't lyrics to me. I come from a lyrical city. I come from a city where if your shit wasn't lyrical, then you had to shut the fuck up. Everybody would laugh at you. So me hearing somebody keep on saying Percocet, Percocet, that shit don't move me. But they say Future's the shit, so I'm gonna listen to it and see what y'all be saying. Ever since I heard him pushing drugs and shit, I was like, fuck Future. Yeah, Dirty was my dude. Dirty was my nigga. I was very hurt when he killed Dirty. You used to run into Dirty. You could go to the club, Dirty be standing right next to you dancing. He's very down to earth. I go to the weed spot, Dirty's in front of me online. What's up, Dirty? What up, Queen? I'm glad I got to tell Dirty I love him. I got to tell him that. That's a blessing. I got to see Big, but I didn't get to talk to Big because there was too many goddamn people in between us. Yeah, he said if you look at Dirty in the later years, you could tell they did something to him. He wasn't the same. He didn't even look the same. Then had the nerve to say he don't even do drugs. Yeah, he don't do drugs, but he telling everybody about Molly and Percocet. Now all the kids on Molly and Percocet and everything damn else. So I guess he was predicting the future, huh? Ooh, what is this sticking me in my behind like this? I just got lost on the Wu Tang series on his part. I just stopped watching. Like, what the hell's going on here? That's a good series too. I like that series. But I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with the rest of my day. I know somebody's gonna call me and say, "You coming outside?" I might go outside. Percocet is ruining these people' brain cells. That's why they crazy. Burning them out. Nas and Wu are in Chicago in October. Oh wow, la la. I know Kim was out there. They was actually singing Kim songs and everything. Kim was in Chicago recently, maybe last week. I think she was out there. Let me tell you something. After New York, the city that New York loved was is Chicago. It was the most. It's like us. It just reminds me of New York City. They wear Tims in Philly. They wear Tims and shit like us. Like I didn't know that people in the Midwest wore Tims till I started looking at Chicago and getting for laced with fentanyl. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, I am. I'm very careful, honey. I play the cut. And anytime I go somewhere, it's usually with all the whole crew of us. So it's usually my crew is the ones in control of the event. that's, that's why when y'all see me go to an event, it's with motherfuckers that's in control of the whole shit. I don't go no fucking where. Like last Friday, we went to a one of my homeboys passed away. He had a heart surgery, and the surgery didn't work for him. And we was all there. We took over that whole fucking block. We took over the whole fucking block. And that was a long ass block. We had the whole damn block. There's free food in every backyard in Flatbush, right? I never had to buy food when I went to Brooklyn. Not no more. It's not like it used to be, Queen. You used to go to some real nice motherfucking backyard parties in Flatbush. Flatbush used to be rocking. It's not like that no more. I remember I was very young going to parties, coming home three in the morning, 4 in the morning. We were safe. There was one time where I was outside. I was on the phone. I was calling my little friend I was talking to at the time. I was on the payphone. I think I told y'all this story. This when I almost got kidnapped by some racist white people. And I'm on the phone, and all of a sudden I see some white boys in a car, and then they got out the car. It was two white boys, and they was butt ass naked, y'all, with only socks on, and they was coming towards me, and I was in shock, like I couldn't move, like some had me like I was in shock, and I just heard somebody say, "Run!" It was one of these dudes that I grew up with, but they was older than me, the Bird brothers, one of the Birds. But I thought it was one brother, but later on the other brother told me recently that was me. That wasn't my brother, that was me. He told me to run and he started shooting at them. Otherwise, y'all wouldn't be talking to me right now because they would have kidnapped me and God knows what they would have did to me because it was four of them in that car. And it was real quiet that night, like it was nobody around for some reason. But one of the Bird brothers was around and he seen that shit. He told me to run and he shot at their ass and they left. I don't know how they left because I was running. But they damn sure came over there to kidnap somebody. And this was like what? 88, 87, 88. Yeah. I almost got kidnapped by some racist motherfucking white boys. And one of the birds just died. He just died last summer. Rest in peace to him. I put him on my YouTube page too. I have so many stories from East New York where I grew up, y'all. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. And I see that some of these pages that tell stories from the hood stories, they been covering East New York lately. So I could be scrolling down on YouTube and I'll see one of the OGs on there. They telling their story and shit. People talk about them. But now every time I go to a wake, I go, damn, that's one down again. Like last summer, we lost three of us died back to back. Now this summer, it's just one. I hope nobody else passes away this summer. But we all getting older now. They survived the streets, but now it's the health thing now. So Life is funny, y'all. We just got to do the best we can while we here, make good memories, and just be good to people. Be good to people. You get good karma for that shit when you good to people. It should come back and you just get good luck. Lala, you kind of get around. You know about Chicago. You know about Brooklyn. You get around, don't you, Lala? Yeah, a lot of my brothers that lived through the streets, and they was deep in the streets. They dying now from health problems like diabetes, heart problems, and a lot of drinking. Like we got a culture that we like to drink, drink, drink. Don't be drinking too much, y'all, because you damn sure know about Brooklyn. But the Parkway last year, oh God, I almost cried. I didn't go out there, but from the pictures I saw, they had a ball. And guess what, Lala? It was not one shooting last year on the Parkway. And I know other cities have big events, but you know how big the Parkway is. The Parkway is at least 3 or 4 miles. So that's 3, 4 miles of black people, and nobody got killed. It was a lot of white people out there too. I might go this year. I might go to the Parkway this year just for old time's sake. But I'm not gonna stay out there like I used to all day. I used to be out there all fucking weekend because my grandmother lived on Lincoln Place at Underhill, so I used to just go over there when I wanted to sleep and then come right back out. At least twice a month when I lived in DC. Even when I lived in Miami, I was running to Brooklyn. It was popping then, la la. Not one death, la la, last year at the Labor Day parade. And you know that parade has a history. Every year somebody gets killed, or at least two people get killed, but nobody got killed last year, and that was post pandemic. That shit was beautiful, yo, how they was moving in the crowds. And it's a lot of functions going on now in New York, like a lot of block parties. I just posted one on Instagram in Harlem. That shit was blocks long. That shit was packed, and that's how it used to be. So that's a good look. They're having a lot of day parties in Brooklyn too. I've never been to the Puerto Rican Day Parade. I kept saying I would check it out, but the Parkway on Labor Day is the largest. Yeah, the Parkway is the biggest one. But the Puerto Rican Day Parade was pretty good this year too. It was packed. What's her name was there? Scarlett performed at the Puerto Rican Day Parade. I went to one, but I went to the one in Harlem. I think they got one in Brooklyn now too. But I had went to the one in Harlem, and it was good. The Lost Boys was there that year. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to sign off because I took y'all to death for 2 hours. I'm really trying to get my street science channel, um, like this one, because most of y'all be on here. When I go live on street science, nobody pops up because everybody pops up on this one. So if you're not subscribed to my street science channel, please do. You can go in the community page and you will see I posted something from street science. That's the channel. Please join me over there. I would like to get monetized. They will not monetize this page because I talk too much shit. But um, I think I'm gonna do my lives on here, and I'm just post videos on my Street Science channel. But if I decide to switch up and y'all don't see me over here, most likely I'll be on my Street Science channel. Thank you, NC. Oh, subscribe to NC's channel. NC, put your channel up here. NC got a channel. She doing a damn thing on YouTube. Okay, subscribe to NC, y'all. Um, what's up, King Gun? Um, and we also have our ladies network. We just trying to find a time where all of us, like most of us, can be on at the same time. Since we live in different time zones, it's kind of hard for us to get it together. But and see, if you want to go live today, you let me know. Maybe it just be me and you, and maybe whoever could pop in. But we got to get this moving while we have the momentum. I see C Hood have posted our thing. Um Made Media have posted the ladies thing we did, and a lot of people liked it. A lot of people went and listened to it. So we got to keep that momentum and keep it moving with our ladies network. Let's get busy. That busy. You too. That busy. Damn queen. They paying these other people. Yeah, they won't pay me. They will not pay me, honey. Um. Yeah, we got to keep that momentum going. Like, we can't just drop one video and then don't drop another one for 2 weeks. We ain't gonna never get nowhere with what we're trying to do. So, I think we should definitely do one today. And see, you working today? Yeah, of course you working today. You up? I get on today. Okay, that busy. Yeah, they took my monetization, honey, quick. I must have been monetized for maybe a fucking month or two. Okay, whenever you ready, hit me up, and I'll let you know about StreamYard. Or I'll send you the link. I'll get online on the link so we can talk on StreamYard so you can know exactly what to do. Oh, you on vacay? Oh shit. It's party time, honey. We gotta get it in this week because, well, today is 4th of July. I don't know. But maybe we could do it early because I know people probably be out and about, but I got this week off. I mean, I think I start work Wednesday. I gotta go do some, but I'm the rest of the week I'm off. But next week I think I'm gonna be working, so I'm trying to get it in this week. Back in the shot too, so I got a steady signal now. Okay, Queen. July 7th. Okay. I see. You know what? SNTV is doing his thing again. I'm really loving that SNTV is back with that logic. And SNTV, before he got locked up, he was getting into the spiritual shit. And see, I don't know if he's still gonna be on that, but I'm gonna hit him up in his inbox. He had my friend up there, the tarot reader. He had her up on his channel one time. But I'm gonna make sure I do that reading on Fat Pokey. That's his name, y'all. Fat Pokey. I hear that, NC. Shoot, you deserve it. You definitely deserve it. I'm broke as hell, so I can't give you nothing right now. But when I get on my feet, I'm gonna hit you off because you always promote everybody, and you always stay the same. Big Pokey. I wish I could remember Big Pokey. I keep saying Fat Pokey. I'm so sorry. I keep saying that. Hell yeah, he getting his momentum back. Hell yeah. Yep, she coach. She promote everybody, and she always stay the same. So and see, we gonna go on your channel today. Um, just drop me a line when you ready. I'm gonna create a StreamYard so you can see how it works, and I'm gonna show you how it works. His real name is Milton Powell. Okay, I'm gonna get on Big Pokey today because I don't think that he died just natural like that. She definitely 100. You too, Sassy. I'm so glad to see you. I ain't see you in a minute, Sassy. It was good having you. I guess I gotta fucking come on here with y'all early birds at 4 in the damn morning when I be up. That way, thank you, NC. That way, I won't be interrupting with the other channels, my counterparts on here. Because all of us will be live at the same goddamn fucking time. Like, you too, Lala. I guess I gotta be up here because Lala, I don't never see your ass. So I guess I gotta come up here at 4 in the morning. King Gun, we've been up here since 4 in the goddamn morning, King Gun. I just happened to say, let me get up here and talk to the people. And all of my peoples was all my favorites was up. Hell yeah, when you have conversations early in the morning, it sets the tone for your day. Me too, that BZ. I be up at 4 in the morning just sitting here looking stupid. Oh, okay, sassy. I be sitting here looking dumb as hell, playing with my cards and shit. Right now, I have 3 suitors on my ass. They trying to get with me, but men don't understand that I need to be alone right now. I don't want to be in a relationship. It's not that they're not handsome and they're not cute and all those things and sexy and all of that. But I'm in a place in my mind right now where I need to be by myself. I don't need to be distracted by anyone's penis or anything like that. Is there something wrong with that? Tony, oh, you be up at night? Okay. You work nights. Okay. I'm enjoying being by my goddamn. Is there anything wrong with a woman not wanting to be with anybody? Like they trying to tell me I'm an old lady and I'ma just be old. I just don't wanna I don't wanna swap bodily fluids with anybody right now. I don't have to. I don't have to. I want a king that's gonna stand by me and be by and understand me. And that's not easy for me to find because motherfuckers don't understand me. Just go get it hours. That's a fact, King Gun. And 4 o'clock is the top of the morning. They say that's the godly hour. Like that's when all your downloads come. You start having revelations and shit like that. So yeah, that busy. I don't just because I'm by myself, that don't mean I gotta be with somebody. I don't have to be with no fucking body. That's right, NC. And on TikTok, these weirdos be all in your inbox and shit. Like I be blocking them. Soon as they send me one message too many, I block their ass. Yeah, I'm focused. Like I know that men deter my focus. I understand that about myself. So now I made a lot of mistakes. So now I just want to be by myself. What is wrong with that? I don't have to have something up in me all the time, like for me to feel like I'm somebody. Like I don't need that. If I do connect with somebody on that level, I want it to be real. I don't want it to just be because somebody want to smash. I don't want that. Me too. I'm getting a lot of things done. Yeah, these TikTok dudes all in your waving at you and the you fucking creeps. You don't know if I'm married and have 10 kids. That's what I wish I would have did. I wish I would have found me a good husband and settled down and had 8 or 9 fucking kids. And just be with my husband and watch my kids and my grandkids. Leave me alone. Especially if you're not coming right. Like you coming with this bullshit. You want to see how much ass you can get. Like, don't fucking play with me like that. I ain't got time for that shit. And I find that as to be a motherfucking insult. Because if I get with somebody, trust and believe, He's gonna have somebody worth being with, and I want the same thing back. That's all. I don't want to just be laying up with a motherfucker just so I can say I'm laying up with somebody, or just so I can say a dude is here. Niggas is killing these women left and right. You know, tick or top. I like TikTok. I like TikTok. I just don't like when men be in my DMs and stuff like that. And I don't like that on anywhere. Instagram, Facebook, I don't like that. So when these weirdos be like, "Hi, how was your day today?" I just kindly fucking block them. I don't know you, bro, and you don't know what my situation is. Fucking creeps. Sassy don't have no content. She just be on here rocking with who she wanna rock with. Sassy is incognito. And Lala too, because I don't be seeing Lala nowhere. No, I didn't taste why. The new nuggets is good. I like Popeye's nuggets. But I can't eat them right now. I'm just be tearing my teeth up because they so fucking crunchy. I'm scared of these Negroes. I'm scared of these Negroes. Like, listen, you know what's so scary, Sassy? When I watch these videos about they start off so nice and sweet and loving. They all be on TikTok all loving and nice, and they got the same. They making TikTok dance videos, and they have their cute little pajamas on, and they're loving on each other and loving on the babies. And then at the end of the video, she find out he crazy as hell, and she want to leave, and he kills her right in front of her kids. We not doing that. And I'm not going to jail for murder. They made them in a lab. Hell no. I don't eat no fucking nuggets from there. KFC, when they deliver their chicken, the box has a poison sign of it. Skull and bones. I ain't eating that shit. Ain't none of these fucking food right. None of it. Even if we get the seeds and grow our own shit, they done GMO the fucking seeds too. You fucking scientists. I hate these Frankensteinian motherfuckers. I hate y'all Frankenstein motherfuckers. Go home. No, a lot of these men, yo, a lot of these men is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And a lot of these women is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs too. Y'all men be careful who y'all throwing the D on too. These people is crazy. Cause I seen a few videos where these chicks was killing their men too. Cause he don't want to fuck with her crazy ass no more. Yeah, like these niggas, this shit is crazy out here. Like you can't even date. You might get killed. And you got people trying to meet people on these dating sites. Like, are you crazy? And you ain't flying me out nowhere either. Because I can't bring my gun on the plane. Sick motherfuckers out here, man. You know how many kids is out here with no parents? How y'all think it's going to be 10, 15 years? Y'all think it's bad now? These kids ain't got no fucking parents, which means they're not getting no the love that they supposed to be getting, yo, from that only a parent can give. So they gonna be heartless. A lot of these fucking kids. Hell yeah, I seen just as many. Well, not I haven't seen as many stories. Yeah, I like Leah Gordon. I haven't seen a lot of as many stories of women killing men as men killing women, but it's still happening. That shit's still happening. It's scary. If you got a man that loves you, and or you got a woman that loves you, stick with your partner. Now is not the time to be going out here and meeting these crazy ass people out here. Yeah, they are already heartless, King Gun, but they're gonna be even worse because their primary caregivers is dead, and most of these fuckers, the father killed the mother and then kill himself. Like, did you even love your children at all? How could you do that? You take away their mother and then you go kill yourself too? I saw a story where this dude had to kill somebody, right? Because I think the dude was trying to kill him and he shot back and he killed him. Do you know that the dude went and got life insurance? He put the dude that he killed kids on his life insurance? That was deep, yo. That's called taking accountability. I killed your father. I have to do something for them. And he's in their lives as a father figure. That is so deep right there. I have a Bolivian friend in Miami. She was cheating on her hubby with a married man. I kept telling her to stop. Then I told her, shit, that married man is probably messing with not just you. So that's a fact, Lala. Some women prefer married men because they don't want the day to day, you know, having to deal with a man. Okay, whatever. But you messing up a family. You helping to mess up a home and shit. Like, it is the overkill, King Gun. And I'm tired of seeing these hoes on these mainstream hoes bending down, showing their plastic asses and their silicone twats. I'm tired of seeing these hoes up there shaking ass all the time. I'm really sick of it. Can't don't you have talent? Can you sing a song or some shit, bitch? I don't want to see your ass. Now they getting their coochie sold up because the shit is. Listen, let me just be quiet. I'm tired of these fucking robotic. I don't know what these hoes are anymore. These bitches probably don't even have natural body fluids anymore. Like, you might as well buy one of them sex toys. That's what you messing with these hoes, with these BBLs, all this plastic and silicone all over the place. Yep, that BZ. I went on Instagram today and here was Megan the Stallion with her tall Amazon ass bent over, legs cocked open. I'm sick of these hoes. Just nasty. They might as well be blow up dolls. They got all this shit all up in their bodies. I know they stink. Because when you have all these foreign materials in your bodies, y'all got to use a lot of deodorizer because your fucking natural body fluids is fucked up. Then they ass be dropping and they be looking like they got pillows taped around themselves. Look, Kim, her shit look terrible. She need a lift. Nicki Minaj, her ass popped and blew up one time. Meek Mill told about that one. Imagine you sleeping with somebody and they ass blow up on you. And it's all kinds of materials. bed. What the hell is this? Oh God, man. Imagine if men was getting fake body parts. Mm-mm-mm. How you see silicone and plastic and shit all over the bed and shit? Oh God, what kind of world is we living in, yo? I know Kate Michelle, she had to get hers removed because everybody was talking about how she smells and in her privacy parts. And that's because she had all them foreign materials in her body. Kate Michelle, I don't even recognize her no more. She done got so much. Who the fuck is she now? Like, who is that person? Justin. Did y'all see Missy? Who the fuck is that? Is that who the fuck is that trying to say that they Missy? Who is that person? When she took off her leg, then she took off her wig, then she took off one of her arms and shit on. I'm gonna get you, sucker. Mm-mm-mm. Yo, who the fuck is that lady that says she's Missy? Who is that person? It's like her whole neck is missing. Like she did something to her neck. Like she removed some. I don't know. Now I think that's a clone. I think that Missy person now. I think that's a clone. That's why you gotta stay out of it. My aunt stopped talking to me for years because I told her her man was up to no good, and then he tried me. Let me tell you something, boo boo. Let me tell you what I learned about that. I don't even tell people anymore what they man did. You know what I do? I light his ass up. I light his ass up. She'll find out later. And goddamn it, every time I had to light a nigga up, she found out later. I don't tell them anymore. I don't tell them anymore. It's not even the fact that she's skinny. It's that she looked like a whole different person. Who is she? Who is that thing that says she's Missy? Then her eyes be bulging out like this is. We living in some weird fucking times, y'all. This is some weird ass fucking times. I'm telling you. You don't know what the fuck is what. Now you got the artificial intelligence. Them motherfuckers look real too. I'm learning about the AI stuff, how you can make money with these fake AI things. There's a whole bunch of things going on with AI. I'm going to learn these things and talk to y'all about it. Because, hey, if we can't beat them, we might as well make money off of them. Shit, what the fuck? It's a whole bunch of shit going on out here. Yeah, I stopped telling them. I just like to do that. And they find out later. Cause when a chick is in love with somebody, she don't want to hear none of that shit. And then she try to make it seem like you're jealous or something. So I learned a long time not to tell them. It looks like it's a thing. It doesn't even look like it's a person. Like where is Missy? I'm gonna start a fucking thing. Uh, um, a hashtag. Missy, is that you? Because Missy, if that's not you, blink one time. Cause we want to know. Okay. Where is the real Missy? Blink one time if you need help. I'm tired. I just want to click my heels and go the fuck back home to reality. Because what we're living in now, it's like La La Land, Fantasy Island. And the biggest narcissist, let me tell y'all, if y'all want to know about narcissism, because that's another problem in our communities, look at motherfucking Blueface. Blueface, if you look up narcissist in a dictionary, you're going to see Blueface, dumbass face right there, just plastered all over the page. He's a classic narcissist. And I'm glad that my girl Krishan Rock is moving away from him. But she need to stop twerking and carrying on. She gonna have that umbilical cord wrapped all around that baby in the wrong place. Stop twerking with the baby with being pregnant, Krishan. Stop doing that shit, yo. His mother's a narcissist and he's a narcissist. Okay? And if you don't do what he say, he wanna get online and talk about you and degrade you. He did. You see how he had his baby mother drunk all over the ground? Why you got her on tape and she over there looking stupid as hell? Why? Didn't you talking about when Krishan left the last time? He showed the room where she had her clothes thrown all around, say she don't clean up and all this kind of shit. Like, but you been fucking with her all this time. So if she dirty, you dirty, nigga. But just because she don't say what you or she don't do what you want her to do, now you want to blow her up on social media. That's a narcissist, y'all. When they try to sabotage your image on social media. But Krishan's catching on, but she needs to slow the fuck down though. She needs to stop being up there twerking and shit with that baby in her stomach. Like, don't you know? And you're not supposed to wear heels when you're pregnant either. This is what people stop watching these hoes on motherfucking social media and on these platforms, mainstream platforms. They don't teach you nothing about being pregnant. You're not supposed to wear fucking heels. And you're not supposed to be shaking and jumping and gyrating. You might get that baby's umbilical cord wrapped around their motherfucking neck. I think she's cute. I don't think she looked like Stewie, but she is, she's smart though. She's starting to see, she called him a narcissist. She told him he was a narcissist. She know the symptoms of narcissism, but I guess being in love and them being young, they just can't understand it to the effect that it'll have on you. But the little boy is all fucked up. The little boy is fucked up. He needed his ass beat many a day on film. She told him he was a narcissist. They was talking to Adam 22. I think Adam 22 told him too. Like that sounds a little narcissistic. Like he did tell the truth to him though about that shit. People laugh at it's her face like being that her face is so fat on the side, but I don't know. She needs to shut the fuck up and sit down. I love the way you love me. She ain't no fucking rapper, okay? Sit your ass down. Okay, you don't have talent like Rashawn. I like Rashawn. It's a vibe all the time. I can rock with that. But I love the way you love me. I can't rock with that because you sound like you're slow. You sound like you're slow, girl. Jaden, whatever her name is. You sound like you're slow. Stop trying to rap, yo. Because you don't have the diction for it. Y'all not nice in the chat room. That's gonna be my new saying. I love the way you love me. Oh shit. Oh Lord have mercy, yo. These people ain't got no friends out this bitch, yo. If one of my friends, even y'all, I never seen y'all in my life, but y'all get up there and say some, I love the way you love me, and say, I'll hurt y'all. I will fly somewhere. Okay, I'm not gonna let y'all get up there looking like that. Oh, Krishan Rock is it's a there's some reality TV. I don't know what you want to call it. Influencers. Blueface is Whack 100's artist. By the way, Wack's been kind of quiet lately, or is it just that I don't listen to that from him anymore? I love the way you love me. Fucking retard. I haven't wanted to talk about Kashad and Blueface. Oh, and the mother. Oh, the mother is so messy. Listen, what's her name? Clarissa? Clarice, shut your ass up. Clarice. Don't fucking talk no more. Where are their publicists and shit? Tell that mother of Blueface to shut the fuck up, please. Don't talk. You're embarrassing all the mothers in the world. Shut the fuck up, please, Clarice. He never had a chance with a mother like that. She's dumb as hell. I'm tired of these dumbass mothers. And YNW Melly mother too. They said she was sleeping with Sack Chaser. That was a big thing too, that she was sleeping with that little boy. She need to shut the fuck up. And it's been a couple of times she was talking, and I was like, please, lady, can you shut the fuck up? You're embarrassing. Older women all over the world, shut your ass up. All in his business. Like, don't you have a life? She supposedly have a husband or something. Don't your husband tell you to shut the fuck up and stay out their business? I think that bitch got the Oedipus complex. Yeah, she was messing with Sack Chaser. Sack Chaser was the brains behind the whole YNW thing. Yeah, King Gun. I don't think it was to a stepdad point. I think he just treated her like the fucking cum bucket that she is. She's a sperm bucket. That's why none of them respected her. YNW Melly's mother is the reason why Sack Chaser Juvie is dead and YNW Melly ass is going to be in jail for the rest of his life. It's her fucking fault. She actually got up there and said, you ain't never robbed nobody. You ain't never do nothing to nobody. You ain't. How could you say that as a grown ass woman? Like us women, we gotta start getting on bitches like that. Like Clarice and this other hoe. We need to start getting on these hoes. Matter of fact, when we have our next ladies network, I'm getting in YNW Melly's ass, mother's ass. And Clarice, both of them motherfuckers. Even if it's subliminally, because I don't want to, exact my views on the rest of the panel. But you fucking hoes that had children that made it and you're still out there perpetuating these images, you're just as bad as these older ass men out here doing it. You're just fucking bad. You fucking classless ass cum bucket, cum dropping hoes. Y'all ain't shit. And y'all ruining these young men's lives. Keep your legs closed, ho. That's a little boy. Why is you fucking Zach Jason? And you 13 and that's your son's friend. That's another thing with you stupid bitches. You be out there messing around with your, and that's why Sack Chaser was whipping his ass every day. He had no respect for him because of you, ho. If you have sons, you cannot be going around sleeping with young boys. You be putting them in positions where they have to defend themselves and you. That's what I want to talk about, y'all. Clarice. Clarice was on live this morning. The men in the industry she turned down. I seen that one. That was a couple of days ago. She did that. Thank you, King Gun. She did that a couple of days ago. She was up there talking about, yeah, this one tried to get at me because you a hoe. They didn't want to wife you. Clarice. Hello, Clarice. That's that fucking movie. What's that movie name with the cannibal dude? What's this? My memory is starting to get bad, y'all. I don't know. Um, what's that movie when the man said it puts the lotion on his skin? That's where I get Clarice from. Um, what's the name of that fucking movie with and he had the lady in the hole. Silence of the Lamb. Yes, Clarice. He should have had you in the hole. Okay, okay. That was based on a true story too. Yes, Clarice. He should have had your fucking ass in that fucking hole. You and YNW Melly's mother, this little tramp, cum bucket. Okay. Oh, and see, that shit gonna make you so mad when you watch that. Baby was coming at me. I turned them all down. Yeah, Silence of the Lamb, la la. Put them bitches in a hole. Oh my God. It's her fault her son is in this position. It's her fucking fault. She should be locked up. Irresponsible ass parents with backwards ass thinking. And do you know that Juvie's father got, I mean, Bartlett's father got shot up because everybody knew that this psychopathic, demonic little bastard YNW Melly killed Juvie and Sack Chaser, and they shot up Portland's father in revenge. Now, what the hell Portland daddy had to do with it? Now he got to be in a wheelchair for the rest of his life because of these fucking dummies. Because of this hoe. It's all her fault. And she be up there talking shit. You ain't never robbed nobody because I got big guns too. I got bigger guns. Who does that? I'm gonna have to get in her ass. That one, the mother, YNW Melly's mother. Yeah, yeah. He got in her ass too. He said she was a liar and she was a this and a that. He's talked about her. But these fucking whorish ass mothers, YNW Melly's mama and Clarice, them two. I just saw the final movie Hannibal When Avelda, the black woman drug lord, comes out holding the baby. I looked everywhere for that zebra outfit. These people have to be held accountable for the way the positions they put their children in. And some of them that don't hold accountability get listen. Do y'all think Von Mama knew that he was knocking all these people off? Tell the truth. Do y'all think Von Mother knew that Von was doing all these murders? I do. Because he talked about it all on Twitter. Imagine your son on Twitter saying, I love to kill. Killing feels like sex. My son would not even have the balls to get on any social media accounts and say that shit. He know how I am, because guess what? He would have had to answer to motherfucking me. Fuck other gangs. Fuck the police. Fuck anybody else. He would have had to answer to me. What the fuck do you mean you like to kill and kill and feel like sex? What the fuck do you mean by that? A lot of people give these people excuses. They be blaming the wrong mothers and shit. I think that Mama Duck and her family did a very good job instilling integrity into FBG Duck. But they all be on her ass, okay? Because what she used to do in the past. But at least he had people around him when she was doing whatever she was doing till she got herself together. You could tell that he had been taught some shit. He wasn't online talking about killing feels like sex. I tell you that shit. And counting how many bodies he had in his interviews. So if you got a child publicly announcing that he's committing murder, even if you don't give a fuck about who he murdered, don't you give a fuck about your son? I'm just saying. I just had to point that out. You don't want your son to have that kind of karma. You don't want your son to wind up going to jail for the rest of his life. Hold your motherfucking kids accountable. You might just save their life if you do that. I think that one of them damn spirits I be talking about, when I be telling y'all when they left them portals open, attached itself to some of them kids that's out there doing these things. Because it's not gang activity, it's demonic. And they actually call themselves demonic, which means they're giving these low level entities permission to attach themselves to them. And that's why it's so important to understand about spirituality. Because you be saying things and you mock yourself. You put curses on your own self out of ignorance, not knowing what the fuck you're doing. They was cool, Lala, but they wasn't that cool because um Zico. Zico was 051 and he got killed by some people that King Von was rocking with. So KTS Von and King Von, they didn't really fuck with each other. They just didn't get involved in each other's beefs. KTS Von was super intelligent. If you listen to him, he was very intelligent. But I think after Zico got killed, his cousin got killed, he just went off the deep motherfucking end. I'm not making excuses for him, but he went off the deep end after that shit. I argued with a lot of people behind Sheena too, but they can say what they want to. Duck was not the aggressor, so he was not the aggressor. You could tell. He did the song Chicago Legends. That boy was doing all kinds of speeches telling people stop being dumb. Y'all just don't want to stop gang banging. Y'all want to just don't want to grow up. Listen, you can tell the difference. Asian used to mess with KTS Vaughn? Which Asian doll? I don't. Are you sure? Which Asian? Because there's a lot of goddamn Asians now. The tongue is very powerful, but we don't understand how important it is, the things that we say. We don't understand that. Vaughn and Breezy wasn't the only people who had her. Asian Dog used to mess with KTS Vaughn. Now that's new to me. I heard that. Well, now she all up in New York. Now she a New Yorker. First she was a Chicago driller. Now she's a New Yorker now. She be around all these New York niggas, the young boys. And she's starting to rap like them too. I think she has some work done too, because her fucking body looks, her legs look like she 80 years old. Her body looks very weird to me. Like, I don't know. Her head is real big and then her body is disproportionate. And then it's just weird. Her butt looks like it's a square thing. It's just it's something I can't really put my finger on what it is, but it's something weird about her. Maybe she got some work done that just start making them look weird, yo. I didn't know. And see, you ever heard she used to mess with? I never heard that she messed with. How would she know KTS Vaughn? And she was rolling. I think Dirk knew her first. They used to call her and Cuban the Glow Girls because Keith and them was passing them around. Oh shit! So she was in the. Oh my god! Wait a minute now. You done opened the new goddamn door. That easy. So you mean to tell me? You mean to tell me Asian Dog was on the scene? Oh, she was living in Chicago with Cuban. Just like she be living now, just like now she live in New York with niggas. I don't know if she live here, but I think she got a crib in Jersey. Wow. We sure are. Because I did not have a clue that she used to mess with KTS Vaughn. I would have been scared. Yeah, he liked to hit women. He slapped the shit out of this girl one time on camera. He slapped the backyard shit out that girl. She was merching on one of his friends, and he slapped her ass. She had surgery and shaped like a and yeah, she looked weird. But I liked her and Vaughn little relationship though. They was cute together. But one thing I don't like is how she used to join in the dissing. I didn't like that part. But they had a cute little relationship with each other. Oh shit, that BZ. Well, let me get off this goddamn online. Her ass been ran through, huh? She been ran through her little ass. But Vaughn seemed like he really loved her. She really hurt Vaughn's feelings, whatever the fuck it is that she had done. Um, Maybe that's why people were saying that King Von didn't really love her because she was passed around. Maybe NC, but I think he did have some feelings for her. I think it was her that fucked up the relationship, not King Von. I think King Von started finding out shit about her and that he probably felt like he couldn't trust her. And that's when he started messing around with that other girl he had a baby with. The last baby, child, the tete-a-tete is real, honey. See, when I was younger, I didn't want to be known as a pass around. Like I wanted the dudes that I grew up with to respect me. Like I felt that was more a better reputation to have than for to be a pass around. From my understanding, her and Dirk was in on Vaughn being killed. I heard that too. Because my friend MBT Tarot used to do them readings and shit. She had pulled that out in the readings. And then a lot of people were saying that Dirk put her on Vaughn to set that shit up. Because a lot of people was feeling like Dirk didn't want Vaughn to pass him, like he was jealous of Vaughn. But I think it's more of an energy thing that they be doing in that industry. The same thing they did to Biggie, knocked Biggie off and then took his whole energy and shit. It's something like that. And I think they using Vaughn energy. Cause Dirk wasn't didn't have this type of energy before Vaughn. He got that energy when Vaughn was around him and then knocked Vaughn off. And now everybody's looking up to him because they really looked up to Vaughn type shit. Just like everybody was looking up to Jay-Z, but they really was looking up to Biggie. It's the same shit. It was put out there that he was still messing around with his baby mama too. Yep. Yep. Kima. But I'm gonna tell y'all this, that little baby True, that little baby is so damn spiritual. You know what she said? Because I'm following Kima. She said, I think Kima had put it on her. Yeah, Kima had put it on her Instagram. She said that True said her daddy is happy now. And I said that's a spiritual baby on Kima's post, and everybody was clicking like. But they could understand that about True when she talks about her dad, but they couldn't understand when True went over there and hugged Mama Duck leg that was spiritual. So this fucking separation shit, it just really fucks up people's point of view. No, I ain't do no reading on Vaughn. And see, that's a I did, and it's on my it's actually on this page. I did a reading on Vaughn and Duck. I'm gonna send it to you. And the reading came out to me was that Vaughn and Duck was open to being to deaden that beef, but it was people around them that didn't want them to dead the beef. It came out in my reading that Vaughn wanted to really talk to Duck because he felt like he couldn't trust the people around him anymore. And it would have been Duck that he trusted because he knew that Duck wouldn't really say nothing about what he was saying. Plus, Duck was in the industry. So, as Vaughn was finding out more about the industry, he really wanted to have a conversation with Duck. If y'all can understand what I'm saying. Yeah, he used Vaughn lyrics. Same shit Jay-Z did. A lot of them fucking songs, Puffy gave him Biggie's books. The same thing that happened with Duck happened with Vaughn. They took his music. His own friends robbed him. Them two, Duck and Vaughn, had the same energy. They had the nine ether energy. They was both the same people in different bodies. They came from the same soul group. But it's just that Vaughn was a little more immature. He wanted to please his friends where Duck was more of a boss. He did whatever he felt like doing. He didn't do things to please other people. Yeah, I think that was all just a setup, like to put Vaughn in that situation because they already knew they was gonna take Vaughn out, and they already knew they was gonna take Duck out. Now listen, y'all, let's be realistic here. I said this before. Imagine them telling Duck and Vaughn that they got to participate in homosexual activity. Think about that. What I was hearing was that when Vaughn came to New York, that time when he did that video with Funkmaster Flex, they invited him to an industry party. And Vaughn saw some shit at that party, y'all. I think they made him an offer that he turned down. And after that, a couple of days after he left New York, didn't he get killed? I heard he was invited to one of them industry parties. Remember, on the academics interview, he said, I ain't sleep all night. Remember he said that? And he was looking all around. And academics was like, why are you looking all around like that? You're not in Chicago. And Vaughn was like, you never know. You never know. Remember? Look at that academics interview again, y'all. He had circles all under his eyes and shit. Something went down over here when he came here. Come on now. Picture them telling Duck he got to lay up with some dude and suck some dick or something. Come on now. Are you serious? So a lot of these dudes that they know would not go along with the agenda, they get rid of them before they ain't even tried Duck. He took a picture with a white girl at that party. I'm telling you, they approached Vaughn at that party. Not a lot of people is talking about that party, but they approached him at that party, yo. And I'm not saying that Vaughn was innocent, but Vaughn started to see a different side of the industry by the time he got killed. Duck was already educating himself, as you see from the song, I'm Not From 63rd. He said, you will sacrifice. Remember he said that shit in I'm Not From 63rd? And he was telling him Duck was going to sacrifice him? So that tells you that Duck was already doing research. Don't nobody write Duck lyrics for him. He wrote his own fucking lyrics. So that means he was doing some studying. Duck knew some shit. Duck was waking up. Duck was waking up. Plus, he was already in that industry now. If Vaughn was feeling like he couldn't trust the people around him, and remember, this is what puzzles me that I would really like the answer to. But even though I'm cool with Mama Duck, I would never ask her this. He was saying, I'm telling you, me and Duck was talking. His mother won't show y'all the messages. Remember he said that? Remember Vaughn said that? Then, a little while later, Mama Duck was on live and she was like, one day I'm going to show y'all the messages. She said it real low. You understand what I'm saying? So she was talking about them same messages that Vaughn was talking about. So they was talking about something. But I don't think that Mama Duck can release those messages to the public. It will cause too much controversy. It's bigger than just Duck and Vaughn. You understand? But I could see Vaughn talking to I could see them talking. I could see it. I don't know why. I just can't. I think they was talking towards the end. And then there's a lot of people that didn't want Duck and Vaughn to be friends because that would have killed the whole energy of murder if them two got together, and it would have been right back on the energy it was supposed to be in the first place if them two would have got together. Vaughn knew that shit. He said it out his own fucking mouth. He didn't say if me and Dirk said it, or he said if me and Duck, that would have been powerful. So for you to say something like that, you had to think about it. So Vaughn was definitely thinking about it. The shit that he said, where they said everybody was trolling, and he was like, we made up. We felt like it was time for us to make up because it wasn't right us killing each other like this, and all that shit that he said, and they said he was trolling. Vaughn was thinking that. It's just that he wasn't mature enough to step out on his own and say, fuck y'all, this the way I feel. You understand? Whereas Duck didn't give a fuck. He did Chicago Legends on his own. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I say what the fuck I want to say. That was if Vaughn had that same energy, this shit would have been, they would have been talking. But they took them two out because they had more control than anybody else. They took Vaughn and Duck out to make sure that that influence and that power went to Dirk, just like they took Tupac and Biggie out to make sure that that power went to Jay-Z, because Jay-Z and Dirk are the same type of people. They going along with the agenda because they want the power all to themselves. It's the same formula they using over and over and over again. He dropped Dead Trolls after Vaughn died. Young boy know what happened. He know what happened over there. Boosie know what happened. That's why he said, I knew that Duck was going to get killed after he dropped that bitches. No, bitch. You knew he was going to get killed because that memo went around that Duck had to go because Dirk is in the club just like you are, Boosie. Wasn't you the one that they said that Vaughn went back to the hookah lounge because you said you was going to meet him over there? That's what I heard. If Vaughn wanted to go to the hookah lounge to go fuck somebody up, why was he sleeping in the car and had to be woke up? That don't make no sense. If he was going there to set it on somebody, if they called him and said, "Oh, Quando Rondo was here," wouldn't he be sitting there waiting for him? Why would he be sitting in the car sleeping? They said he wasn't even acting right that night, like he was a little off that night. What did you niggas give him? Yeah, that BZ. Like I said, I think that's why Mayweather's so close with his grandson, because he's scared for his grandson. He's scared something might happen to his grandson, yo. I don't trust Boosie, NC. I don't trust Boosie. I haven't trusted Boosie ever since Duke the Jeweler. People don't talk about Duke the Jeweler because he wasn't no rapper or nothing. But Duke the Jeweler was a god. He was one of them good people. He was teaching people. Even one of my homeboys told me he was teaching him how to make jewelry. He said he tried to give Duke the Jeweler 5 G's to make him some jewelry. He told him, hold your money. I'm going to give you something. I'm going to teach you how to make jewelry. My friend that's in Chicago that I talked to. So these type of dudes are the ones they be knocking off. The ones that's not selfish like them. Duke the Jeweler was selling some dope ass chains for $600 with the bad ass diamonds in it. Cause that's how I start. Cause my friend was telling me that his friend was selling these for $600 and how it was genuine diamonds and shit like that. This was way before Duke the Jeweler got killed. And I told him I was going to get one, and I forgot all about it. And then Duke the Jeweler got killed, and I asked him, I said, that's the same dude that was making the jewelry you was telling me about? He was like, yep. And he told me, he said, I got the 5 G's for you. I'm going to give you this 5,000. And Duke the Jeweler told him, keep your money. So those type of dudes getting killed is a fucking detriment. It's just like they killed Nipsey out there because he was teaching brothers how to have a whole new way to make money. He didn't just keep it for himself. Then you would have had a whole bunch of Chicago brothers or brothers that ran into him making their own jewelry, and they would have knocked out these Chinese and Indian motherfuckers who don't even sell the rappers real jewelry in the first place. They be selling them that mezzanite shit. Duke the Jeweler was selling them genuine diamonds. He had this white man going to get him pick out the best diamonds. So this is how God talks to me and shows me who people really are. What is the odds that I would fucking know this much about Duke the Jeweler and be talking to and be very cool with somebody who knew him personally? And then you know what's so crazy? That people don't pay attention. Right after Duke the Jeweler got killed, here goes what's this motherfucking monetized bitch ass nigga? Jay Prince Sr. in a picture with the Chinese jewelry dude, Johnny Wang, whatever the fuck his name is. He's in a picture with him in Houston, right after Duke the Jeweler gets killed. But these motherfucking Chinese and Indian motherfuckers, whoever they come from, can come around all these rappers and they never get touched. But they don't want to see a black man make no money, though. They own people. And Boosie was standing. I did a video on my Street Science channel where I broke down the whole. I had a video of the whole gambling game, and you could see how they was looking at Duke the Jeweler, how intimidated they was. You could just see it with your own fucking eyes in that fucking video. And he was saying he didn't know him. I ain't no dude. I ain't no dude. But you was standing right behind him at the fucking gambling thing, at the gambling at the gambling thing party. You were standing directly behind him. It was a whole bunch of people there. You were standing behind Duke. And it was a private party that you rented a house for. That it was a private gambling party. So how the fuck did Duke the Jeweler get there? You ain't know no mob ties niggas. Because that's what all the niggas you had in there was mob ties. But you say you didn't know Duke the Jeweler. That's why Boosie's getting all this fucking catching all this hell too. And I told y'all in my video that I did about Duke the Jeweler, if you never seen it, on my Street Science channel, I said Boosie's ass is going, whoever did this to Duke the Jeweler, because Duke the Jeweler was talking in my video. He fucking was talking from beyond. I know y'all might be scared. I'm going to put the fucking video in the chat and see. I was talking about Duke the Jeweler and a fucking voice came through right after he died. It said, Mob. That nigga was talking to me from another realm out this bitch. And he ain't the first one. Because Monster Cody was talking to me too. Telling me that they was lying on him, telling us a story that he was in some campsite smoking motherfucking crack. That's how he died. And you could hear Monster Cody when I was telling that story on my live. You can hear Monster Cody come in on my fucking YouTube live and say, I wasn't in no motherfucking camp. You can hear him. So I have proof of my spiritual shit. And the only way you could connect with different realms like that is if you have a pure heart. And they both broke in on my fucking YouTube lives. Sorry if I'm spooking y'all out, but I'm telling the truth. I have it on motherfucking video. Both of them talk to me online on YouTube live. So when after Duke the Jeweler did that, I said, whoever the fuck did that, y'all asses is in trouble. Because you may not get caught by the law, but you spiritually, you're going to catch hell. And that's exactly what's happening. All the motherfuckers that was responsible is catching hell now. Even if they didn't get caught by the law. Thank you, NC. I broke all that shit down. And I don't just, when I tell y'all I have a connection to spirit, I really fucking do. Because if the brothers can come after they go to another whole nother fucking dimension and reach out to me on my motherfucking live, because we over here on these frequencies, when we go live like this, we on these frequencies using Wi-Fi and shit, they was able to cross over. They could hear me. Yeah. So nobody really talks about Duke the Jeweler, but Boosie ass is paying for that and all of the other shit he did over there in Louisiana. Louisiana is a very spiritual place. And he's responsible for a lot of people dropping over there too. He was involved in that shit. And he gonna have to pay for it. If he don't pay from the Lord, he gonna pay from the spirit. Spirit's gonna kick his ass, I'm telling you. Spirit don't fucking play. We can't see them, but they here. They always here. You have loved ones that passed away. They be right there in front of y'all faces. You just can't see them. And I can't see them because I told them I'd be scared. I don't want to see them. So they talk to me in different ways so I don't be scared. Let me get on my phone. I'm going to play this shit for y'all with Duke the Jeweler. I don't mean to spook y'all out, but I need y'all to understand that when I be talking this shit, then I'm not crazy. And this is why God has these things happen to me, so I can show y'all that this shit is the fucking truth. I don't be up here lying to y'all like that and spending all this fucking time trying to talk to y'all so I can fucking tell y'all a bunch of lies. Hold on. I'm gonna play this one with Duke Jula right fucking now. Where is it? The one that I did with? He was talking. Here it is. Channel. Please hit like, share, and subscribe. Let me turn off this AC. I was listening to some of my lives that I've done. In particular, the live I did after Monster Cody out of LA passed away, and now Duke Jula. So I was speaking on a live when Monster Cody passed away, and when I went back and listened to it, it sounded like he was trying to tell me something. I'm telling y'all, I added the clip here. Now, recently I did a video about Duke Jula on live. I was speaking on him, and it sounded like a voice was coming in on that also. So I included both of the audios here. Check it out. First one is Monster Cody. Senika Shakur, Monster Cody. He has no stomach like people his age. Did y'all hear that? Let me play it again because that one I played it too fast. Now, the second clip is Senika Shakur, Monster Cody. He has no stomach like people his age. Now, do y'all hear that voice in the background? That was Monster Cody. It sounds just like his fucking voice too. Now, I'm gonna play the one with Duke Jula. Yeah, he had a great body for. Now, this second clip is Duke Jula. When I was speaking on Duke Jula, I heard this voice, and it spooked me out, but I realized that this only happens when I'm on live, and after they both passed away, I was talking about them, and it came through the internet. So, basically, guys, the spirit realm is real. There's no lies told. Like, this is actually proof. So, tell me what you guys think in the comments. Peace and love. They have all of this money and all of these riches, and they really don't. They only get access to money when they do what they're told. And that's why sometimes y'all see some of them, they'll say, oh, they went broke or they had tax problems or something. Because y'all hear that? Real money, y'all. I don't believe that. Y'all hear that? All of these riches, and they really don't. They only get access to money when they do what they're told. And that's why sometimes y'all see some of them, they'll say, oh, they went broke or they had tax problems or something. Because they don't have no real money, y'all. I don't believe that. Now, it sounds distorted because they talking to me from a whole nother fucking dimension, y'all. They talking to me from another realm. So it sounds spooky and shit. But later on, first when I played the live back, I was like, what the fuck is that in the background? Yo, I was scared. And then I said, well, it's not coming from my house. It's coming from the waves of the frequency on the internet. The vibrate is coming through there from the internet. So that's where they be talking to me at. Because I was just talking about them two right when they crossed over. So I'm not hearing voices like when they passed away 2-3 years ago or 2-3 months ago, but I was just talking about them like within the week or a week or two after they passed away. So they hadn't totally crossed over to the other realm. So they could talk. They said some shit. And motherfucking Duke said was like, it sounded like he said mob. He was trying to say mob. Because I listened to that shit 99 times. So can't nobody tell me shit about the spirit realm, y'all. This is why I'm so fucking positive and 100% confident about what I say, because God gives me these type of confirmations. Motherfucking Monster Cody was like, I ain't fucking died. They ain't find me in no fucking campsite. That's what he said. You can hear him talking to. At first, I was like, what is that interruption? Because it's just me in my house and it's quiet when I get on live. So when I hear those interruptions, I know it's not coming from my house. It's coming from the fucking internet. So there you go, y'all. Y'all know I ain't lying now. Y'all know I'm 100% absolutely telling the truth. So when I heard that shit, I said, oh, these motherfuckers who did that shit to Monster Cody, to Duke Jula, they asses is going to catch hell. Spiritually, they asses is going to get spanked like a motherfucker. And Boosie been having problems ever since. He started having to sell his cars right after Duke Jula. I'm lying. He started having to sell his fucking cars. He went to motherfucking jail. Now he just came home, tried to come back. They shot up the concert. Listen, whoever's behind it, whether it's the elite behind it or not, his ass is catching hell. That's all I gotta say. You can't keep getting away. And then when you fuck with one of God's children, you could be doing that shit for ages. But when you fuck with one of God's children, all of a sudden, all that shit you did catches up to your ass. Okay? Because they can't help you when you a fucked up person. They can't step in and do nothing in your life because the frequency is too fucking low. Your frequency has to be high. You have to have a pure spirit. You have to be a pure person for them to step in and to be able to assist you. When you want some dirty, low-level shit, that's when these demonic entities can come into your life and have you do whatever the fuck they want to. That's how the spirit realm works. That's why it's good for you to be a good person, because you're actually protecting yourself from things you cannot see. But when you want some low-level, creepy-ass, backstabbing, low-life shit, that's when these entities can attach themselves to you and fuck up your life, yo. They could use you as a vessel. The higher frequency level beings that can step in and help you, the angels can't help you unless they can't step into our lives unless we give them permission. So if you're doing low level shit and you leaving that frequency open for low level entities, they'll step into your life. But if you're doing low level shit also, they can't help you because you got free will. You could do whatever the fuck you want. If you choose to be demonic, that's a choice that you are allowed to make. But if you choose to live your life on a high level frequency, then they could step in because the frequency is high enough for them to step in. That's why they always trying to keep us on a low level frequency. Low level meaning sex, drugs, low life shit. Because they don't want our higher ups to be able to step in and help us because they understand that science. But those who have mastered being good people in the midst of the devil, because this is the devil's playground. But those of us who can maintain our angelic presence and maintain our righteous divinity while we amongst these people, we get gifts. We get gifts. Because they can step in and help us because the door is open. We have not shut the door on them. But these low-level niggas that want to live this type of lifestyle, this creep lifestyle, shooting, killing your friends and setting people up and knocking people off for their money and shit and all that type of shit, they gonna catch hell because you opened the door for that shit. It's nothing. You gave up your protection. You gave up your divinity. So you got to be careful. And you got to be careful who you around because they will set your ass up. But even if they get you, because this universe doesn't see us being alive as human beings on this earth as life. They see us through the spirit. So they don't give a fuck about death. Unless you play in a position here where you helping to keep the frequency up on this planet. That's when they'll step in and try to help. But sometimes they'll let some people go so the rest of us can learn. So these people are sacrificed by the universe because the universe don't give a fuck about being a human being. The universe sees life through your spirit because when you die, your spirit still lives. If you see your body could still be on this earth, but without that fucking spirit, you're dead. It's the spirit and the soul that keeps you alive. Once that's gone, you're dead. The battery is gone from your life. Your blood ain't flowing no more. Your organs is fucked up. Because that spirit and that will to live is gone. You see how sometimes they say people die because they didn't have the will to live? Because their spirit left. They didn't have the spirit and the will to live anymore. So please know that your life is not just based on physical things and tangible things. Your life is also based on things you cannot see. And you can determine your own destiny by the moves that you make and how you treat others. And with that being said, after that spooky message I just gave y'all, I'm sorry. I had to tell y'all the truth. I had to prove to y'all that I don't just be talking crazy off the top of my head. And that video with Duke the Jeweler and Monster Cody proves that I'm not fucking lying, yo. My cash app is Lotus640. And thank you very much, because I'm broke as hell, Sassy. Lotus640. Um, it's some of us that's here to be vessels, just like it's some of us that's here to make sure shit is fucked up. It's some of us that's here to make sure shit is not fucked up. But we don't have the right people around us for us to understand this aspect of life. I tell people this because I love my people and I want them to understand that they can have control of their own destiny. They can control whether their shit is going to be wicked in their life or if it's going to be good. And you can't sit on the fence. You can't be half good and half bad. You can't. It ain't going to happen. Thank you, NC. It ain't gonna happen. You gotta be straight and narrow in your spirit, in your heart. I know it's people here that follow me. The people that I follow and they follow me back and they understand me. I know that we are soul connected. We come from the same soul group. Like I can't do fucked up shit to people because when I do fucked up shit to people, I fucking punish my own self. I feel so guilty that I punish myself. So I know that I come from an angelic soul group. It's people they could do fucked up shit and they sleep very well at night and they don't give a fuck. And they actually feel good when they do fucked up shit to people. They feel like they're exalted. So we don't come from the same soul group. Just because we have the same color, that don't mean we're the same, y'all. Just like you got good white people and bad white people, you got good black people and bad black people. Just because people is black, that don't mean that they good. They've been corrupted. And with white people, it's the opposite. They don't come from the same place we come from, but some of them has opened up themselves to have good run their lives instead of evil. So people think good and evil don't exist. That's a motherfucking lie. All these little niggas that's out here doing all this wicked shit to people and people not giving a fuck about others, that's because this demonic energy has taken over our communities. And we need to fucking bring God and love back into that shit, yo. It's very fucking important. So follow the Ladies Network. NC, hit me up. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be waiting for you. I'm going to take a little nap because I've been up here talking since 4 in the goddamn morning. But whenever you hit me up, I'm going to be ready for you. And I can show you what to do on StreamYard because I know you're going to blow the fuck up on YouTube, NC. So I'll be glad to help you on StreamYard and show you what to do. But I love y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. I'm going to take me a nap because later on I want to have some type of energy so I could be ready for y'all later. Follow us. I'm gonna put up here when we do the Ladies Network. I'm gonna post the You're welcome, Queen. I'm gonna post the link for who I think we're gonna be on NC page. I'm gonna post it in my community on Street Science and on Queen Lotus so y'all can see it. And I love y'all so much. Y'all have a blessed day. Be careful today if y'all going out, and we will chat later. Much love.